hit the button again, it'll click off. He's a joke. On the hot button, there you go.
Yeah, just turn it off. But like I was,
What happened?
I was potting down and it was not potting down.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have digital stuff. It takes over. The AI takes over.
Oh, man. Have you seen the video?
No. Of what?
Of a humanoid robot over in China, and they have it like hanging there. It's like hanging from its back, whatever. So it's just, standing there like this, whatever. And it's two scientists, whatever, working next to it. And then all of a sudden, the robot just goes and starts freaking out like it's trying to crush and kill everybody. And they run away, and then they come over and hit a power button thing and just stops. Yeah.
Was that AI, though? I saw that video, and I couldn't tell if it was...
I can't tell what
I don't know whether it's real or not. Yeah, I have no idea.
Because I saw that with the voiceover, and it was like a really like hood person. Like, I'm going to beat your ass, bitch. Yeah, so I feel like that...
I'm not sure if the voice was real, Carmen. But, I don't know.
But I feel like that may have been like AI video.
It totally could have been.
Yeah.
Listen, anything could be AI now, and I have no idea. So you're never arresting anyone because any surveillance video, that was AI. No idea.
I saw it was a stack of pancakes. It turned into Donald Trump yesterday. It looks so real.
No, that was real.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I had a problem with ChatGPT over the weekend. I was talking to Bailey, and I said, Bailey, who do you like in the Kentucky Derby? And she said, journalism is the favorite horse. Blah, blah, blah. And I go, what about Flying Mohawk? And she goes, Flying Mohawk has a chance on the outside. Blah, blah, blah. And I go, what about Sovereignty? And she said, Sovereignty shouldn't be counted out for that. And I was like, oh man, she knows about all these horses. And then finally I was like, what about Nipple Butterscotch Shots? And she goes, Nipple Butterscotch Shots has a chance to win. I'm like, now you're just making things up. And I go, you're making it up. And she goes, I was just doing it for fun. I go, I don't want fun. I'm trying to, she told me I should just having a fun conversation with you.
So I did try and use AI for sports betting.
Right.
I was like, well, hey, if it's new technology, let's try and figure it out. Exactly. It can break everything down and do all that stuff until it told me that George Brett might hit a home run. And it was like, I think you're a little bit off.
There is a probability you could just walk into the stadium.
Yeah, if he buys the ticket and gets in there and then gets up to bet.
Brett, where did that
go? It wasn't even George Brett. I'm joking.
I was
but
say.
it was games that weren't happening.
Right,
and it was
the
players.
problem.
It's just pulling from like Google and
exactly.
the internet.
It doesn't know the difference between what's happening. And I tried to be very specific about it of the matchup between this team and this team on this date at this time, and it still would tell me other stuff.
I feel like, Galvin, if you figure it out, not you, I just mean in general, if you figure it out, you can ask them if you ask them the right way. Like
the prompt is very important, how specific it is.
On Tuesday night's game at 7:00, who has statistically the best chance of hitting a home run,
That's
that
what
kind
I
of
did
stuff.
do,
Yeah.
That's what I did do, and it was still giving me weird, answers.
I went to go take a sip of my coffee, and they're writing on the cups again.
I don't like it.
I don't mind it, especially if you get one that says like, you look cute today or something. You're like, hey, somebody flirting with me?
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Gio wrote that.
Well, this is count it all joy. Count it all joy, exclamation point.
Mine says, you're so loved.
Oh, come on.
And they're writing that?
Yeah.
I wish it said, hurry up, stop writing the cups, and give me my damn coffee so I
Did
can
it really
leave.
say you're so loved?
You're so loved.
Oh, my God. By whom?
I don't know.
Stand by as I drink my glass of
Just give me my damn coffee, man. I got to go.
Yeah.
Like, less time writing in the cups, more time handing it out the window.
Listen, every once in a while I get a cup that'll say something funny.
Yeah.
Where it'll just be like a little quip, like 3 words, like, eat it up, or, something silly. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. At least it is. I don't care. It didn't waste any time for me. But when they go, you're loved. How do you know? I would write back on my cup, I'm kind of a jerk off and throw it back through the window.
I do go there 5 times a week. So
they must love you.
They know me, yeah. So that's why I'm loved.
It's funny that you say the little phrase thing, whatever. I've been hearing a commercial, and I believe it's for a restaurant or some sort of fast food place, whatever, but their tagline is "put your mouth around it."
Oh,
man! And I'm like, wow!
I like that.
All right.
That's some bold marketing.
Yeah, it is.
That's like Carmen.
Yeah.
Put it to spit and swallow.
Wait,
Yeah.
And whatever it is.
Try my spit, eat my swallow.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Mouth pouch.
What is it?
But yeah, mouth pouch.
Oh, yeah. Why spit when you can swallow?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you guys talking
You
about?
couldn't figure out what we were talking about? Man, it's early.
Good morning.
Yeah.
It's not eat my spit, try my swallow.
Yes. I was like,
man.
what is happening? It's been a morning here.
What's going on over there?
Oh, man.
So we were about 10 minutes short. So when I walked in, I was one imaging break or imaging spot from the show opener going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then I had to like hurry up and like build that. And then the board obviously not coming down. I feel like we should just go home.
All right.
We're-
I mean,
we're just-
I have to tell you, I really enjoy doing the show. Like, there's not many days where I wake up and I go, I don't want to do this. Like, I come in here and I'm like, all right, let's go do this. But man, lately I've been so comfortable in the morning. My alarm goes off and I'm awake and I'm like, damn it, I'm having good dreams,
Yeah. I need to start going to bed earlier, I think, because I have not been wanting to get out of bed.
That was the thing. My wife and I had a 1980s kung fu drive-in movie fight in our kitchen last night. We were hitting each other with everything that we can get our hands on. She threw a box of beard dye at me. We got groceries and they were all in the kitchen like that had to be put away. So at one point she hit me with a whole box of taco shells. I'm pretty sure she broke all the taco shells.
How good is your wife at throwing stuff?
Throwing pretty good.
Yeah?
And very accurate. Like she hit me in the nuts twice with a dog toy. Yeah, I was like, oh, all right, now it's getting serious. And then there was a lot of like she punches me trying to break bones, and I just like touch her. I can't slap her. I just reach out and just like, touch her face, and then she would get mad at me. She'd go, "Stop hitting me!" I'm like, you just assaulted me with a box of tacos, and I tapped you in the cheek, and you're getting mad at me. But it was a full out. I mean, it was like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. If she could have reached the knives, I think she would have stabbed me. Yeah, it was a good fight, but that was good. It got me right in the mood to go to sleep. I was like, all right, after that, now I'm ready to go. Then she kept trying to have sex yesterday.
Oh,
yeah,
with you?
Yeah, with me. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I was sleeping. I was taking a nap, and she crawled in the bed, and she was like, "Hey," I go, "Come on, buzz off. This guy's sleeping. What do you want from me?" Oh. I think she's. I think she doesn't want to be like those people in the Four Seasons. She's going out of her way now. Yeah.
So I started watching that yesterday.
It's good, right?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you can't go wrong with Tina Fey, Will Forte, Steve Carell. Like
Interesting that Steve Carell is so good at Michael Scott that he bugs me. Like it's uncomfortable for me to watch Michael Scott on The Office because he's so good at it.
Right.
And he reminds me of people that we know in our real life.
Yeah.
And it's. So when you watch Steve Carell in another show, you're like, oh, he's going to and he's so good. He's such a good, diverse actor.
You know what may have been one of his best, and I think just a great movie, is Crazy Stupid Love with him and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
He's so good in there.
He's a good actor, and the way he transformed, and he looks like kind of like I watched the very first episode of The Office the other day where he was a little fat-faced, and and he's like a good-looking guy now.
The hair's all slicked back.
I was going to say they made him change the hair because the hair slicked back. They thought made him look too much like a villain, like he was a bad guy and stuff. And you want him to be kind of the folly guy, so they changed his hair and did that.
That's still the funniest show ever on TV. I've never watched an episode where I didn't go. It's so. Even if I don't laugh out loud, I'm laughing inside at everything.
It's so funny, too, because The Office came out, and it was that mockumentary, and it was the looking at the camera and no laugh track and all that type of stuff. And then whenever Parks and Rec came out, I go, oh, Lady Office? That's what we're doing now? Yeah. But then in like the third season, you're like, okay, now it really got good. Once Rob Lowe and Adam Scott got in there, and it really got good. But it was very much
You
Lady
watching
Office.
Suits L.A.?
No, I haven't seen any of it yet.
My wife's watching it.
I'm watching it.
Well, I just had it on the other. Is it like more like a comedy?
No, but it's definitely not as
gritty as the other one.
Yeah, it's not as serious. It's not like everything is not life or death.
It made me laugh out loud. Like I watched when the guy hit the other guy with her car, hit the woman with her car.
Yeah, that was the last one that came out.
Yeah, I just happened to come on after whatever I was watching. And it was just a comedy sketch. He got out of the car and he called her a name and she said this. And they went back and forth and he got all fake frustrated. And I'm like, this is a comedy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, haha, like that's his character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he's the funny guy.
Not the funny guy, but he gets very upset very easily. He loses his temper. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So But it's not really a comedy, but it's definitely not as serious as the other one.
It's funny because I saw a clip the other day on YouTube when Mike comes into the Harvard, the whole thing, the very beginning of it, where he goes, I passed the bar already and I did all that stuff. And he starts reading from the book and he finishes the sentence and he was like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
How great would
that was great.
How great would that be to be able to consume knowledge like that and be able to recall everything?
You know why? Because we'd use it for bad things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. You'd find a way to use it for gambling.
Yeah.
I'd find a way to commit financial fraud somehow. Did you just swat a fly?
Yeah,
There's one little.
one came over. Yeah.
I hope it's just the same one because I saw one too, or else we
Yeah.
have an infestation problem. There's a little gnat flying around.
Yeah,
in
right
here.
in my face.
You know why? Because it's not as cold in here, so it can survive.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since Superheating Air was here, we got the air under control right now, so it's not freezing. Are you feeling better?
I do have my sweatshirt on standby just in
Okay.
case. But yeah, it's been nice. I actually yesterday thought it's a little warm in here.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know. Certainly all
Make up your
adjustable.
goddamn mind.
I'm a lady.
Galvin, I this is where you and I differ.
Okay.
I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but we have discussed this before. I was very excited yesterday when I saw the news that the Tampa Hard Rock
Yep.
welcomes David Lee Roth
Yes.
to their arena.
Now, why do you think we differ? What is the?
Because I remember when David Lee Roth was going to do a residency in Las Vegas, I was excited about going out there and seeing. You were like, he stinks. You were like, he sounds terrible. And we did watch video of him yesterday. He had 4 black backup singers with him to sing Van Halen songs.
Like big guys,
yeah. And you know, I don't know, but I think I want to go see the legend that is David Lee Roth.
Yeah. I mean, we saw him,
Yeah.
but the problem is you're not getting. The music will sound great because I'm sure he'll have a great band with him and stuff.
Exactly.
But he doesn't sing the songs like he's supposed to.
I don't think he can.
No. But I mean, like, he's way off on the timing and stuff. And he does, like,
He
part of the
talks 'em.
lyrics. Exactly. He's more concerned with his dancing and sword spinning and that
Yeah,
type of stuff.
yeah.
So it's hard. Because, listen, I love David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth is the quintessential frontman. Every frontman tried to be David Lee Roth after.
I
And-
don't know if I want to see David Lee Roth or I want to meet David Lee Roth.
Yeah, well, my buddy Kevin jokingly was like, "Oh, you should have David Lee Roth come in the studio," and I go, "Yeah." But you know, I think that meeting him and talking to him, we'd be like, "What is going on with this guy?"
He is odd, but he was on with Rogan, and it was a pretty good interview. But it's anything. If you give it an hour, you'll get stuff in an hour.
Did you see somebody cut together when David Lee Roth was on with Rogan and Steven Tyler was on with Rogan, and they have Steven Tyler and David Lee Roth talking to each other?
Oh, I think I did see
And
that.
it's
Yeah.
a bunch of scabba, and they're both going back and forth. And he's like, "Well, you got to learn the song." And he's like, "I told Eddie what to play." You know, and it's just so dumb.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people said the last time they did that tour, it wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
And
Listen,
that was what,
He sounded terrible.
that was what 10, 12 years ago at
he
least.
sounded bad, and he was too concerned with his soft shoe tap dancing
Yeah.
and stuff, and it was just weird.
So
you
I
know?
imagine he's gotten better in a decade.
Yeah, he's been practicing. Yeah, what could he be like? He's got to be close to 70 now, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I watched Wolfgang tapping the other day. He was recording something for a track for something, and he was tapping. He was unbelievable. I mean, he's got all the talent of his father.
He is so unbelievable and so fat.
Poor kid.
Yeah.
He's sad eating.
He's got to do something.
I thought he was always fat, though.
He's always.
He got his mother's fat gene and his father's talent.
Yeah.
So he's stuck there. Imagine being Valerie Bertinelli. You're like the cutest thing on TV in the 70s and 80s, and all of a sudden you just blow up.
Yeah. By the way, David Lee Roth, exactly 70 years old.
Yeah. I wonder what my motivation to do anything is going to be at 70. Especially if I have money at 70, like David Lee Roth probably has some money, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, from the publishing and everything with all the different songs, yeah. I would imagine. Let me see what his net worth is. You want to take a stab at it?
Oh, 40 million?
20 million.
30 million.
David Lee Roth, net worth, 2025, $60 million.
Oh, yeah. So he's in good shape.
Yeah. Plus his solo stuff.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Wasn't his first radio contract like a ton of money?
I don't know.
Because he did that for what, a year or so?
I guess I
feel like I read that he was getting paid a lot to do that.
I often wonder if I should have taken that job to work with him. If where, like, you know how your life goes I remember when I was at Q105 on the country station, they had a psychic in there, and I knew the guys that I work with didn't know that the show was coming to an end, but I knew that it was coming to an end. But I knew that I'd be okay. I'd still have a job. So a psychic came in and she looked at me and she was like, this job is not going to work out for you. And I was like, great, thanks. And she goes, but I knew the next one was going to be good. And she goes, neither will the next one. And I go, well, that's not good. And she goes, but the one after that, that'll be the big one. And she goes, and you'll be super successful. And I went, no, it's the next one. That's it.
Yeah.
She was right. It was, I went to 98 Rock and got fired and then came here. And that's how it worked out.
Where is she now? Can we talk to her?
I mean, she also she did this weird thing where she would take you in a room, right? And she would get about an inch away from your face, and she would put like almost nose to nose but no contact, and then she would say these weird like prayer to kind of and she would do this, and she's like an inch away from your face. And you're like trying not to laugh and then trying not to crap your pants the whole time. You're like, what, is she going to kiss me? You don't know what's going on. Yeah, it was very weird.
It'd be nice to get an update.
Yeah, I mean,
where are we going from here?
If I could remember who she was, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But but she nailed it because it would have been easy to go, this one, no, but the next one, go. But she was like, no, the one after that. And I was like, what are you talking about? Why did I start talking about that?
Because you were going to take the David Lee Roth gig.
Oh, yeah. So, I always wonder, like as a part, like I went to the country station. I thought that was going to be terrible. It was, but I knew that it would lead to something else. And I wonder if I would have gone to the David Lee Roth gig, if that would have just kept me in New York. Like if I would have been like,
butterfly effect. You don't know.
Yeah. Or that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And would I have gone to Sirius at that point because that was going to be new and that would have been where, we're probably doing most of the hiring at the time.
Right.
I don't know. It would have been a weird decision, but I think that the David Lee Roth stuff would have made me lose my mind. Like I
by all accounts, it was a complete, total, cluster.
Oh, Al Dukes was the guy who took the job because nobody wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And Al Dukes has stories on top of stories, which is weird because he won't tell them. He's such a pussy. He came in the studio one time and he was like, "Can I sit there and watch the show and see how it works?" I was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I want to ask you a question about David Lee Roth." He's like, "I can't talk about it." I was like, "Oh shit."
By the way, David Lee Roth, so it tour kicks off in California, then goes down to Hard Rock down in Hollywood, then here. But I do have a set list from a show in 2025 that he did. It had been a while since he played a show, but he did in 2025 earlier this year. I have the set list.
Yeah, I saw it, but do it. It's good.
Well, the Vegas thing got canceled, wasn't it?
The Vegas got canceled.
Yeah. But Panama, Drop Dead Legs, You Really Got Me, Unchained, Dance the Night Away, Running with the Devil, Mean Street, Atomic Punk, And the Cradle Will Rock, Jamie's Crying, I'm the One, Everybody Wants Some, Romeo Delight, Hot for Teacher, Ain't Talking About Love, finishes with Jump.
No solo.
All Van Halen.
All Van Halen.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, he knows what people want.
I mean, You Really Got Me is a Kinks cover, but,
yeah, but
Van Halen did
song.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Meanwhile, Sammy Hagar still tours all around, and everybody says the show is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Sammy's
Did you
great.
see his set list?
Sammy's?
Yeah, he opened with a Thank You song, but then does old Van Halen, new Van Halen, and then closes with two Sammy songs.
You always
Yeah,
hear
he does.
nothing but good things from people that go to that show.
Yeah, he does. I Can't Try 55 and Where Eagles Fly or whatever.
You know why? Because he can sing like a
Oh, yeah.
madman. I mean, he's an excellent singer, and he's such a nice guy.
Still don't know what happened with Jason Bonham because Jason Bonham was out with them. Jason Bonham's mom got sick. He had to take some time off, so Kenny Arnoff stepped in, who's a fantastic drummer, and was literally had an iPad and was sight reading the stuff and playing.
But I read that not that his mom was like the excuse that they gave that he got fired. That Sammy told him to get rid of him.
But he says that he didn't. That this is Jason Bonham said that he left because of his mom, and everything was fine. Then he got back with Sammy, and Sammy said, "I think I'm done for right now. Whenever something comes back," and then like the next week announced more tour dates with Kenny Arnoff.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's
I don't
Money
know.
talks.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing whatever, but it was pretty interesting because they seemed to, by all accounts, we're all buddy and everybody was happy.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to go on the road with Bonham and Satchmo.
Can somebody please tell Joe Satriani to shave his arms? I
he's
mean,
weird.
it is he looks like a sheepdog.
Yeah.
It is wild.
Yeah, let me just tell you that Joe Satriani is proof that no matter how good of a guitar player you are, if you have no personality, you're just stuck home waiting for Sammy Hagar to call you.
Yeah.
he is talented as he is. He's really not done much.
No, he's unless he gets on a guitar tour, the G3 thing or something like that. Joe Satriani by himself is playing venues that are 2,500 seats. Probably.
Yeah, and ever since I was at the rock station, they would be like, "Would you like Joe Satriani for an interview?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "But he won't play guitar." Like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What do I want to talk to him about then? It's so ridiculous.
You can have Jordan on. Don't bring up basketball. Okay.
Well, it's so funny is that I was thinking about that with David Lee Roth. If I have the opportunity to interview David Lee Roth at some point, there are Van Halen questions I have to ask him. I don't have to ask him the same 5 million Van Halen questions he's already been asked, but there are some Van Halen things that I'd like to know, that I'd like to get out of him. And like all my life, I was told that 5150, there's a song called Summer Nights. It's such a great song. And I had heard that there's a demo that's an old Dave song, that Dave actually recorded that song. And I've looked on the internet everywhere, searched for it. What's his name? The local guitar player.
Dave Erasmo?
Dave Erasmo gave me a demo tape. I thought, oh, here it is. It's going to be on there, and nothing. And then I asked Michael Anthony when we had him on. He goes, no way that song came later. And I was like, oh, well, at least I know. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's the same thing like Scottie Pippen wanted to come on the show, but Scottie Pippen didn't want to get questions about his wife dating Jordan's kid, and he didn't want to answer. I mean, he's like, I don't want to just sit there and answer an hour's worth of Michael Jordan questions. I was like, I get it, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm like, I could do an interview without bringing up Michael Jordan. I know it would stink for everybody, but that's what you'd have to do. That's the way these people are. They don't want to answer the same questions over and over again, and I kind of get it. You don't want that to become your life.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen's a weird human being.
Yes.
If you said to me, Scottie Pippen is a descendant of the aliens that were here billions of years ago, I go, I see it. I definitely see it.
And he looks weird now. He's aging very weird.
He's got Squidward nose.
Yeah.
And he's also becoming a Indian statue. They have in front of cigar stores and stuff. Like, that's what he looks like now. Also, he must have had sex with the whitest woman in the world, because Scottie Pippen Jr., who is in the NBA now, is the same color as you and I.
Oh, really?
It's unbelievable how light-skinned he is compared to Scottie.
Interesting.
He seems like he's becoming a bit of a curmudgeon.
He was very nice.
Scottie Pippen?
Yeah.
The weird thing about Scottie Pippen is he is unbelievable. He's the Alex Van Halen of the Bulls.
Yeah.
Like, you're an unbelievable player. But then you have the guy who is so much better than everyone else on your team. Like, Scottie Pippen by himself would have been one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But you put him together with the greatest basketball player of all time, and he's so overshadowed that, you're great, but guess what? This guy's the best in the world.
So why do you think he didn't leave and go somewhere else?
I mean, you're winning championships.
I know. Yeah, but you're not selfish then.
In the moment, though.
Jordan needed Pippen.
Yeah.
Jordan needed Pippen for sure to win those titles and stuff. But if you're working together and stuff, and at that time, I think they were pretty good. Like, they were close and they were friends, and they were like, we're doing this together and we're crushing and we're beating everybody. But then after the years of all the time, it was Jordan. Jordan. Pippen's like, hey, I was there too, and I was a very important role.
I think in the moment, in your 20s, you're not thinking about legacy and how you're going to be remembered.
Yeah.
And then now when you're like in your 60s and you're just Jordan's, the Robin to Batman.
Yeah,
one of the crazy things that they talk about it in the Last Dance is how Pippen signed his deal, a long contract at a certain amount of money. And he said, I needed that money for my family for his, he had I think his father and his brother were both in wheelchairs and stuff, and they had to build ramps and do all that stuff, whatever. And the GM of the Bulls said, I told Scottie not to sign that contract. That was too long of a contract, because Scottie Pippen then became one of the greatest players, and he was getting paid at one of the lowest paid guys and stuff because he signed that contract early.
And you think these guys are like 24, 25 when all this is going on. So it's like
24 and 25, and you're getting offered millions of dollars. You don't realize that you could be making millions and millions of dollars.
You're 16, you're like, oh man, that I should not have done that.
But listen, I'm sure he's doing fine now.
Exactly.
But,
I went and met Scottie Pippen at Lucan's when he was doing a signing for his, I think it was a bourbon that he has. I saw Dave Bautista has one out now. I saw that John Taffer has one out now. Like, what does it take to make your own bourbon? You just get somebody's You just make a label and put it
Yeah,
on somebody
pretty
else's
much.
junk?
I think these companies just are like scramble and look for people to be, the face of their products.
Yeah, but I mean, how many before you flood the market with bourbons or whatever it is? Before I know people are collecting them now, but I mean, you're really a sucker on that deal.
50 Cent had one. He was there. Like everybody has their own.
But Fitty is one of those guys that makes sense because he had vitamin water. Like Fitty was the one who had vitamin water, so it's like, well, this guy already did that with that. Let's see if we can do something with.
It seems like Diddy was the first one to have like the Ciroc vodka thing.
Yeah,
it seemed like he was the first to have like the big celebrity endorsed drink.
Yeah,
or alcohol rather.
Yeah, one of the first probably.
Yeah, he had it for a long time, and I remember Ralph used to crap on it all the time. Get headaches, wake up and headaches, and I get like. All right, it is Tuesday. We got a lot happening on the show today. Asadam is here to take your legal calls. We got a birthday today. You know whose birthday it is?
Today's birthday is
friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
I'll give it away right now.
Tom Cruise?
No. Even better, even closer. Constant member of the death pool.
Oh, Knobs.
Old lefty foot Knobs.
Oh.
Yeah, last time I heard he wasn't doing good again.
I thought he was doing good. He actually looked pretty good.
I don't know. This is about a week or two ago. So he was
really?
back in, and they were worried about him losing the foot again.
Oh, man.
I don't know. He may be out now, but
I want that foot so bad.
The last update I heard, he was going back in.
I don't want that foot.
Yeah.
The foot.
Oh. Joe?
Yes, Mike.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Knobs, you think? 60 something?
65.
65?
66, I bet.
I'm gonna say 57.
I'm going to
Maybe
say 62.
65 was a little early. Yeah, you might be right. I'm
Oh.
going to say.
All right, I got it. Yeah.
63.
Knobs is 58.
Carmen?
He is 59.
61.
Oh.
61.
A young Brian Knobs.
Yeah.
I wonder what caused that foot to rot out like that.
I think it's infected.
I know, but how? Like what happened?
Well, a foot is usually diabetes, right?
I don't know. I know diabetes will affect your foot.
Yeah, but he may have had something. He may have had a cut that went unchecked.
Give out.
No
Like an old tree trunk. Just you grab it, and it just falls apart. Oh. Knobs, give me that foot. You don't need it.
Do they take it right at the ankle, you think?
I don't know. I mean, don't you think it would be cleaner if they went a little higher and just right off?
Well, it all depends on where the infection, how far it goes up.
Yeah.
Or,
What if they take Knobs' foot, take it off, clean it, fix it, and give it to that woman from yesterday?
yeah.
Imagine she got Knobs' foot.
Yeah.
She's walking around with a big.
That would not match her physique.
She's got that hot workout body and Knobs' big Hulk foot.
I saw the photo of Knobs' foot. That's oof. There's barely any foot left.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I feel bad for him.
He's a good guy. We like to bust his balls, but he's a good dude, and I am wishing the best for him. And a happy birthday to you, Knobs.
It says that he had a medical state due to a serious infection that started from a foot injury,
Okay.
potentially requiring amputation. So that's what the situation is.
All right.
Happy birthday, Knobs.
Yeah. I'm buying a new toe ring. Let's take a break. When we come back, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away, and we're playing Sporkle. Don't forget, we're also giving away $1,000 at 8 o'clock this morning with the Bone Bonus keyword. It'll happen at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. We'll remind you, stand by. Get the Bone app if you don't have it, because that's what you need. It's the Mike Calta Show. Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Already had some earlier accidents in Pinellas and Hillsborough County, but good news is they're all wrapped up. Nothing affecting your flow of traffic this morning as you make your way into work on a lovely Tuesday morning. Hillsborough and Pinellas County accident-free. 275, 75, and I-4 with no problems to slow you down. Same good news for the Veterans Expressway as well as the Leroy Selman Expressway and the Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Your power bill keeps going up year after year. Solar Bear locks in your rate and gives you the first 12 months completely free. Why keep paying more? Go solar with Solar Bear. Visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
If you want great food, cold beer, and a reason to get off the couch, Hooters has it locked down this summer. Start with their Buffalo Shrimp Special. 10 shrimp tossed in whatever sauce you're craving, plus a pile of fries, and it won't crush your wallet either. Or switch it up. Hit the tacos. 3 options. Shrimp tacos, mahi tacos if you're feeling fancy, or chicken tender tacos if you're staying landlocked. And yeah, they throw in curly fries or tots because they actually know what you want. Now, let's talk beer. Big Daddy mugs of Bud or Bud Light, just $6. Mick Ultra, $6.50, or just go big with buckets, $5 for $25. They have 11 locations in the Tampa Bay area, and everybody loves Hooters. Plus, they have 2 new locations coming this summer. Go to originalhooters.com to find the location near you. Stop by Hooters and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Avery is the new girl in town. She's got a new job, a new apartment, and she really wants to hit the ground running. Or planking, maybe. But the best move she's made so far is banking with Mid-Florida Credit Union, who gave her a cool $200 for opening a new free checking account. Hello, new yoga outfit. And her financial worries, they've moved elsewhere. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. 0.00% annual percentage yield. $50 minimum to open account. Membership, credit, and eligibility apply and must be met within 60 days. Insured by NCUA.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual, average, and Wi-Fi speed vary.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They have something for everyone's budget. They have the largest selection that is family owned and operated under one roof. That is why they are the destination for jewelry. They will walk you through the process and make it super easy. The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They're at 3800 Olmerton Road, right off of 275. Check them out online at goldendiamond.com and get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th, and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family, and no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Get the dirt out before school's out and call Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Better Than BOGO is on at Superheat Air and Plumbing. Get up to $3,000 in instant savings on an AC system, but only through May 10th. Book today at superheatandair.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Metallica's No Repeat M72 Tour invades Raymond James Stadium June 6th and 8th. 2 shows, no repeats. Catch Metallica with Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills on Friday night, and then Sunday night with Pantera and Suicidal Tendencies. Metallica, no repeat weekend. Win tickets at theboneonline.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
This report brought to you by Renewal by Anderson of Tampa. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Check them out at rbafla.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a FARA fight. Fair and FARA.
Tampa.
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month, or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
Guess what? Power bills just went up again. And guess what? They're not coming back down. At Solar Bear, we've got a better way. Go solar now and get your first 12 months completely free. That's right. No power payments for an entire year. We're locally owned and operated, 10 years in business, and trusted by thousands with 5-star reviews to back it all across Florida. Don't keep renting your power. Call Solar Bear today and own your energy without the rate hikes. Visit solarbear.com.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Hey, it's Galvin for Arbor Wise Tree Service. Arbor Wise is a professional tree care company that is family owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial. So if you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, basically anything that has to do with trees, these are the guys. And don't just take my word for it. Check out their perfect 5-star rating with Google. And they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, we fight for you, making sure big insurance doesn't throw you a curveball. With over $25 billion recovered, we're the home run hitters you need.
This is gone.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan is responsible for this ad. John Morgan is licensed in Florida and Tennessee. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches on my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
If you want great food, cold beer, and a reason to get off the couch, Hooters has it locked down this summer. Start with their Buffalo Shrimp Special. 10 shrimp tossed in whatever sauce you're craving, plus a pile of fries, and it won't crush your wallet either. Or switch it up. Hit the tacos. 3 options. Shrimp tacos, mahi tacos if you're feeling fancy, or chicken tender tacos if you're staying landlocked. And yeah, they throw in curly fries or tots because they actually know what you want. Now, let's talk beer. Big Daddy mugs of Bud or Bud Light, just $6. Mick Ultra, $6.50, or just go big with buckets, $5 for $25. They have 11 locations in the Tampa Bay area, and everybody loves Hooters. Plus, they have 2 new locations coming this summer. Go to originalhooters.com to find the location near you. Stop by Hooters and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
Get ready for Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, May 15th through the 18th. Get the highest value for your RV guaranteed during the biggest RV trade event of the year. Shop the best RV deals in America with new RVs starting as low as $92 a month. Get ready for the holiday weekend with up to 45% off grills and 25% off product installation. Plus, we'll have free hats, free propane refills, free food, and fun for the whole family. Don't miss the incredible Red, White, and New Trade event, May 15th through the 18th at your local Camping World.
See dealer for full details and disclaimers.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-838-6161. That's 800-838-6161. 800-838-6161.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Hot and humid today with a 20% chance of an isolated inland storm. High temperatures back up near 90 degrees. Mild and muggy tonight with a low in the mid-70s and a 30% chance of an isolated storm tomorrow. Otherwise, partly cloudy and hot with a high in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
.648 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 at the phone numbers. Coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, Ask Dom will be here to take your legal calls. Coming up at 8 o'clock, we'll give you a chance to win $1,000 of the Bone bonus. Right now, Carmen's going to tell you what we have to give away as we play a little Sporkle.
Yes, so we have tickets for Say Santa. We also have tickets for Billy Idol and Joan Jett.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets for Stained, Welcome to Rockville, George Lopez, Mike Campbell, and Russell Dickerson.
I got to tell you, these Welcome to Rockville tickets, I feel like those are, they should be more sought after.
Well, this is our...
That's a big concert.
Yeah, we did give them away last week, and I think we just got like a refresher.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And not like those baby metal tickets. You just sat there waiting for somebody to take them. I got you. All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we're going to be playing movie titles ending in S. So I'm going to give you the beginning of the movie title. You're going to give me the last word that's missing. All the words begin with S.
Got it.
Begin with S.
Yes. All right. But it's the end of the movie. Okay?
They end in an S word.
And we say just the word, not the entire movie?
Correct.
All right. Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, man. Your first one, Blazing.
Saddles.
Galvin. When Harry Met.
Sally.
Geo. The Last.
Samurai.
Geo. Harry Potter and the Chamber of
Secrets.
Secrets.
We both watched
Geo. Pet.
Cemetery.
Geo.
Wait a second.
I thought that was with the C.
C.
But it's not, I think, for some reason.
In the Stephen King movie?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Starts with an S on the paper. Your next one, The Sixth.
Sex.
Mike. What We Do in the
Shadows.
Geo. The Greatest.
Story.
2017. The Greatest Blank.
Song.
Soldier.
Showman. Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the Hugh Jackman?
Mm-hmm.
The Blind.
Side.
Geo. Hannah and her
Sisters.
Mike. 12 Years Up.
Slave.
Mike. Mr. and Mrs.
Smith.
Galvin.
How weird is that?
Yeah, just referenced.
Invasion of the Body.
Snatchers.
Mike. And Pap. We are halfway there.
Galvin has 2 points on the board. Michael has 4, and Gio is your leader right now. He's winning with 6.
How did you get good all of a sudden?
All right, movies ending in S words. Your next one, Quantum of
Solace.
Mike. Office.
Space.
Gio. The Kings.
Speech.
Galvin. Lilo and
Stitch.
Pap.
That was Gio.
Gio gets the point. The Sword in the
Stone.
Gio.
Jesus.
Doctor
Strange.
Gio. Wait, what'd you say?
Strange Love.
It's just Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Gio gets the point. 21 Jump.
Street.
Calvin. I Know What You Did
Summer.
Last.
Yeah.
Mike. And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Galvin on the board with 4 points. Michael slightly ahead with 6, and Gio is your leader right now. He's winning with 10.
Eat a W. You guys
it's
go
not
ahead.
over yet. It's not over yet.
All right, movies ending in S. Last 3. Here we
Wait,
go.
Mike at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you won, but I mean, let it ride out.
No, you guys have fun.
Cocky bitch.
Little Miss.
Sunshine.
Gio. The Usual.
Suspects.
Galvin. And your last one, Black.
Say I don't. Well, I have no idea.
Black.
Swan.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Mike.
So many things ran through my head, and I was like, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. Don't say that. Nope.
Your final score, Galvin with 5 points on the board, Michael with 7, and Gio is your triumphant champion today. He won with 11.
Eat a W.
Good for you. All right, what line are you playing for, Gio?
Line 6.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
What is your name, my man?
My name's Ryan.
Ryan, you, thanks to Gio, are the winner. I will put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize.
All right. Thanks, Gio.
Yeah.
You got it, buddy. Anytime.
Gio's on quite the uptick. He's getting good at Sporkle. He ran a 5K.
Yeah, his life changed after the 5K.
2025 is my year.
Doing all kind of stuff.
Any other goals for the year?
No, but I know my body hurts more today than it did yesterday.
I told you.
Yeah.
Like it ripped my legs. I woke up, I was like, oh.
What hurts more, your legs or your your ass cheeks?
Like my legs and my back.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I definitely have a shin splint in my right shin. It is killing me.
I just want you guys to know I've been thinking about it since it happened, and I have zero regrets whatsoever. I don't care at all. People are making comments online. I don't care.
Yeah.
I put the medal on for the picture, so you didn't know that I didn't walk in until the show started, so you can all suck it. I don't care.
I put up a picture and said I had a great time out there, and how's everybody's thighs feeling? And people responded, oh, mine is that, but so many of them, not as, I'm sure Mike's are fine.
I feel great. My thighs feel wonderful.
Today, definitely worse, surprisingly.
I did, though, commit to my wife that within the next 6 months we will do a 5K, a lateral one that does not have elevation.
I think now I could easily do a 5K without after the ramps.
Right.
To me, I feel like that was pretty extreme.
Yeah.
Compared to just a regular,
Didn't you think that? I mean, I guess not. Nobody seems to have gotten hurt, but it seems like such a liability to me.
Yeah,
that
it does.
People running up ramps.
It does.
Yeah.
Running up, running down. Get down, I thought was going to be a lot worse.
The incline's not too bad.
It's not too bad going on. I mean, it's surprising that they had that. That was a surprising one. How many ramps and all that stuff, whatever. But going down, I thought for sure people would be slipping and doing stuff because I saw a few different spots where there was water on the floor, and I was like, "Ooh, be careful there."
But I saw most people walking.
Yeah.
The ramps.
Yeah, but still,
some were running, some were jogging, but a lot of people were walking them because of that reason.
You know, I was very proud of that. Two people that I saw that were kind of jogging a little bit were Johnny B and Moose.
Yeah.
Good for both of them. That is very impressive.
The couple times I saw Johnny, he wasn't just walking; he was jogging.
That I don't have in me. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
With you. That was definitely not happening.
Johnny wearing all black too.
Yeah.
The fact it was really not that hot. It was most of it was in the shade.
Yeah.
It seemed like to me. It was
because it was inside.
Yeah, those stretches outside, like the top, third level was outside.
Yeah.
And by the pirate ship, it was really hot.
Yeah. All right, Calvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, land or water, can I kick it and keep them separated?
Ooh, okay. You got a little offspring and a little bit of Q-tip in there.
No offspring, no Q-tip. I mean, yes, those are both.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Calvin has your news. That is happening right after this quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one accident right now. It's in Hillsborough County, westbound Dr. M.L.K. Jr. Boulevard at 50th Street. Crews are on the scene there, so use caution. No lanes blocked off just yet. Still seeing some onlooker slowdowns. Going to take a little bit longer than normal to get around that stretch of road. Everything else looks good, though. All the major roadways in pretty good shape. No accidents on 275, 75, or I-4. Things running up to speed for you on the Veterans Expressway as well as the Leroy Selman Expressway. And problem-free on all of the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Are you ready to go from looking for a job to landing a career? Hillsborough Community College has the tools to reach your goals. Our fast-track workforce training leads to exciting careers with competitive salaries. You'll find accessible, affordable programs with convenient schedules that fit your needs. Our dynamic learning environment features expert faculty and leadership opportunities. It's time to change your life. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shop IDC.com.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
If you're a contractor who excavates, you can put time on the side of safe digging. Help locators save time and work efficiently by not requesting your tickets too far in advance, by giving detailed location descriptions, and by always pre-marking with white paint. Working together works better. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar & Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar & Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Tampa.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mirajoyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at Walmart.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Summer should be full of possibilities, not hunger. We're proud to support Cereal for Summer with Feeding Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay. Join us and help provide healthy breakfast throughout Tampa Bay. For details and ways to help, go to cerealforsummer.org.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Hot and humid today with a 20% chance of an isolated inland storm. High temperatures back up near 90 degrees. Mild and muggy tonight with a low in the mid-70s and a 30% chance of an isolated storm tomorrow. Otherwise, partly cloudy and hot with a high in the upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar & Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
6 of the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers to reach us.
I saw Chris Robinson singing this with Phil X and a bunch of guys.
Oh, yeah?
Doing a big jam, yeah. I got to tell you, you know you're a rock star when you've been doing this for years. And I don't know, maybe somebody's told him, but he may just be like, yeah, I'm a rock star, so I do it. Chris Robinson grabs the microphone like this, like on top, and holds it so it sounds like this. You got to think the sound guy is like, you're killing me.
Oh, sound guys get so mad when you do that.
Yeah, you're killing me. The sound is terrible when you do that.
I remember I went out and did a stage announcement when I first got to the Bone at the amphitheater, and I was like, welcome everybody, and the guy got mad at me. I go, what do you want from me? I'm not a sound. I just
my buddy Kevin, when he first got into radio, after a while, stage announcements, you're like, yeah, let somebody else do it. Whatever. So the other people were like, yeah, I don't want to do stage now. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And Kevin's like, I'll do it. And he goes out there and he goes, hey, and as soon as he talks, he goes, woo, like feeds back. So he grabbed the microphone, and then it just goes. And he just didn't know what to do, and he kept holding it. Oh, so bad.
The only place that I'll make stage announcements now, not the only place, but the most likely if you see me making stage announcements, it's at Ruth Eckerd Hall, and it's because I'm already there for another show.
Yeah. And they're great to us, So
when we first started, though, I used to come home from work, hang out, do whatever, take a nap, get dressed, drive to Clearwater in rush hour traffic, get on stage for 2 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Styx. And then I'd go home and a couple of weeks later, they'd be like, Howie Mandel's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Howie Mandel. Like, I'd drive just there to do the stage announcement. I had to tell people I was on the radio.
Sure, yeah.
I remember I made stage announcements when I was at 97X. I made stage announcements at Janice Live one night. And the sound guy, screamed. He said I was holding his microphone the wrong way.
Yeah.
I go, this is not your microphone. He's like, it is my effing microphone. I go, it is? I go, I say, it says Janice Live. When it says A-Hole Live, I said, come talk to
me. Worst stage announcement ever? Anybody having a story? Because I know mine 100% in the 30-some years I've been doing this.
I know what yours is.
Yep.
Mine, this wasn't like bad, but it could have been really bad. So Seven Dust was playing, and I was doing stage announcements, and they said, hey, go out there, don't mess with the mic stand or anything. It's already set up, whatever, so don't take the mic out of there. Just go to the microphone. And I go, okay, yeah, no problem. It was sweltering hot. I'm wearing jeans and a black T-shirt, and I go out there, and they're the headliners, so there'd already been a couple other bands were the whole day long, whatever. And I go out there, and Lejean from Seven Dust is about 5'3", and I'm 6'4", so I had to squat down to get the thing. And I'm like, are you guys ready for Seven Dust? And and then go, oh, and it started like
you're lightheaded,
coning in where my eyes are going black. I thought I was going to pass out. If I would have passed out on stage, how great would that have been?
That would have been great.
I mean, it would have been
so
terrible
excited.
for me.
So excited he passed out.
But just yelling at the top of my lungs, and there's timber.
What's mine?
Yours is make sure you introduce him as the voice of Boston, or
the
whatever.
Legendary voice of Boston.
Yeah,
which was not Brad Delp. It was some other guy. It was the worst.
It Rib Fest.
That was oh god, that Rib Fest was the worst. I get to the station and the Bone is putting on Rib Fest. Okay, do you remember Rib Fest? Yeah. It was at Vinoy Park. It was a big Rib Fest where you go and try everybody's ribs, and you have a concert, and the concert is like one year it was the Fabulous Thunderbirds and some other Billings and some other bands. Then it was Boston, and
was it
classic.
Cheryl Crow there one year? Or
maybe,
something? Yeah.
Maybe.
Usually some pretty big artists.
But my first year on the Bone, like I started the Bone in June. Rib Fest was in the summer. I go out there to Rib Fest, and it's me, Amanda, and Joey in a stroller. Okay, and we're in like a little VIP kind of tent off the side of the stage, and I got the baby with me, so I'm like kind of hanging out over there, and the Bone. I'm the morning guy on the Bone. I need to get in front of people and tell everybody I'm back on the radio and I am on the Bone. And who is doing stage announcements at the Bone? The traffic girl, Paige Carrera. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, I'm the goddamn morning guy and I'm there. I'm at the event.
Got to get the word out.
Oh, my God. This place was so backwards when I got here, man. It was so backwards.
Yeah, I think one of the next big things, I was a little too drunk up on stage.
Oh, really?
I couldn't read they gave me a clipboard to read, and I couldn't read what it said.
Oh.
So I just mumbled a bunch of stuff.
I don't know. It says something. Here's a band.
Yeah. I remember at the time, Shark's like, hey, man, take a break for a while. I'll get the next couple.
Ruth Eckert Hall goes out and they give you 4 pages of stuff, and I'm like, I'll just edit this out to what you need to know. Nobody wants to go see the Flock of Seagulls reunion, so skip that one. Go down. Galvin.
Yes.
Are you still taking testosterone?
I am, yeah.
I am. I was taking it, but I don't feel like I was taking enough.
Okay.
I don't feel like my
Could be a thing.
muscles didn't grow.
Oh, they didn't come in?
They didn't come in.
Your
No,
muscles didn't come in
I'm
yet?
kidding. So I was taking it, and then I did blood work, and my blood work came in, and it was still low. So I don't think I'm taking enough. So rather than go to my primary guy, I'm going to a place that just specializes in that.
Right.
And they are sending their mobile phlebotomist here today to take my blood.
Oh.
How convenient is that?
Nice.
That's what I like. I like a place that comes to you.
Now, I know that before you were doing the topical stuff, but then you started doing injections, right?
Yeah, I started doing the shots. My wife was giving them to me. You know, the same bitch who hit me with tacos last night was stabbing me with needles. Yeah, she would give it to me once a week in my arm, and I don't really feel like it had any effect on anything. Like I was still a little sleepy. I it didn't give me any extra energy. I got no issues in the bone department.
Do you know how much you were taking?
1 milliliter. What were you taking?
1.
Is that all? See, I was taking 1, but
do I take 2?
I know. I don't want to say.
No, I think it's 1.
I don't want to say anybody's names because they're my number one best friend.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're taking 3. So that's why and mine. I was taking
local or international.
International.
Oh
yeah. I don't think that I was taking enough.
Yeah, I might be taking 2. I got to look at my thing.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, because it definitely helps me for sure.
Yes, yeah. I didn't feel any different. I didn't feel any effects. Same thing with Ozempic. I'm the only guy that take Ozempic and everybody's like, I don't even want to eat.
Yeah, but
I'm I want to eat everything.
I feel like you took 2 shots of Ozempic and you said nope.
No, I'm still taking it on the reg.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I mean, look, yesterday, I don't know. If I look back at it now, yesterday I had my coffee in the morning with my little cheese sticks. And then later on in the day, my wife and I went to the chicken salad chick. And I had a little scoop of chicken salad. And that's pretty much all I ate, in the day, as far as, I had a cottage cheese at one point, those little picking things. But, I don't know. I feel but I still, if you would have given me a T-bone, I would have killed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, you're saying you were still hungry? Or
yeah.
You're not hungry?
I'm not. I mean, people that I know that took it. I look at some people online, some friends of mine who I don't want to say their names, but they have lost a person.
Yeah.
And they're like, definitely took Ozempic, and they're like, yeah, no, we just took it. I didn't eat. No. I'm like, that doesn't happen to me at all.
Are they exercising at all?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not saying about the weight loss. I'm losing weight. I am losing weight. But I'm saying as far as eating, I still want to eat everything.
Because that's a mental thing.
Yeah. Right. But that was supposed to, I thought that helped with that.
No. So, it helps with your appetite, but, you mentally, you're used to eating whatever you want, whenever you want, however much you want.
You have to recognize when you're full.
Right. So that's.
I know when I'm full, thankfully now. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying I didn't eat a lot at all yesterday. I don't usually eat a lot, but I'm doing it on purpose.
So here's the funny thing, and I'm sure we've all had this happen before, where you have a meal and then you're starting to eat, and then something comes up, whether it's a phone call or this happens, whatever, and then it's 10 minutes before you get back to your meal, and you get back to your meal, and you're like, I don't really want any more now, and you only ate a little portion of it.
Yeah, because that's how it's supposed to go.
Right,
yeah.
that's how it's supposed to go. But we've also had this situation where you order a Big Mac pizza, and you eat 3 slices of it, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm so full. You should have stopped eating a half hour ago. You know what I mean? But I've done it. I've housed a whole pizza, and then you sit there on the sofa and you're like, oh my God. Yeah, because you should have only had 2 slices.
Yeah.
But you're in your brain, you're like, I'm just going to eat this whole thing.
I don't know when to stop is the problem. It tastes so good.
That's the big thing too, is everybody loves food, and you get good food and you're like, I'm going to wail on this and eat all this stuff, whatever. But you got to go, okay, first off, slow down. Secondly, you don't need that much because you know how terrible you feel afterwards. You go into hibernation because you feel so bad. So you eat a little bit, and then, if you take a little break, you're like, yeah, that was enough.
And portion sizes in America, have you seen like the comparison to other like countries and stuff? It is amazing. We have
Carmen, they say that though, but I've eaten in Europe. Europe fills you up too.
But the funny thing is, like my sister-in-law, who's half Filipino, they went to the Philippines, and she goes, we went to McDonald's, and the large Coke is like a small. The burgers are like little mini burger. They're like everything was so much smaller.
They did not have Trentas in Germany.
Yeah, well, they don't have the metrics.
Yeah. They don't have big, giant gallon.
Yeah.
Like
they don't have big gulps.
Like for us, like we should be eating our kids' meals. Like the size of a kid's meal that we get here in America, like that's probably like a normal.
Yeah, but you know
average.
why? If we want to be little pussies, but Carmen, we're in America. USA.
I think they still had the double Big Mac.
Oh, jeez.
That was a great thing.
Double Big Mac.
Yeah, it's good.
Much.
Mamma mia.
Do you know how hard it is to be a fat guy that drives past McDonald's every day to go to Starbucks?
Yes.
I drive by it, I can smell it. I go, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. It's called. But and it's you would think after all these years of not going there that it would wear off. Like I don't even see the arches. They don't do anything, but they do. They call to me.
Yeah. Well, it's like my kids. One of the first thing they recognized as little kids was McDonald's arches.
Sure.
Like they, it's ingrained in you, and I feel like whatever preservative and stuff they put in there, it's addictive.
Can I tell you, my dad used to do the greatest thing in the world. We would be driving, and all four boys in the car, and we're doing whatever we're doing and stuff. And he'd go, "There's something wrong with my steering wheel." And we'd be like, "What's wrong?" And he goes, "It's turning, turning left." And then we go into McDonald's. We're like, "Yes, it's taking you to McDonald's." It was the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Now every time I go past McDonald's, my steering wheel starts turning.
Yeah, I don't. Thankfully, I got that kind of out of my system a little bit. The thing that does, I haven't been there in a long time. Last time I got in trouble for it on the air. But was Taco Bell. Every once in a while, my mouth wants to eat some tacos.
They're about to open a Taco Bell like 2 minutes from my house.
Are they really?
Yeah.
By the way, has anybody tried the Taco Bell chicken nuggets?
No.
No, they've always been out. Every time I've
Really?
gone.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're fake.
Oh, really?
Because
Because they're made.
Smart move.
The breading is the tortilla chips.
Twice I went there and at like different time, like a month or so apart, and they did not have them. I think it's just fake.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Offer some and then tell people they're not available. That's when everybody wants it.
Then
That's
there's
how you get
demand.
it. Yeah. For
I
sure.
keep going to check.
What is the? Is it Jake Johnson? Is that the guy from New Girl that played Nick?
I don't think
it's-
that's his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Isn't it Jake Johnson?
Maybe it is. I don't think so.
He's doing the voiceover for Taco Bell, where he's saying we're a taco company. We're not a chicken company, this and that. And people are like, "But you have chicken nuggets," and he goes, "Yeah, but it's in nacho chips and stuff. Isn't that very taco of us?" But it sounds good. He
Yeah,
does
Jake
make
Johnson.
Yeah.
Too many chicken places.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything's
so
chicken.
many. Well, did you see now? Speaking of McDonald's, McDonald's has chicken strips now.
Oh,
Yeah.
bigger nuggets.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But that looks like it's like different breading. It doesn't have that tempura kind of breading to them.
I'm telling you right now, you want good chicken, Huey Magoo's.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
That was fantastic.
We get no money from Huey Magoo's. They don't do anything. I'm just telling you straight from a guy who's been to Raising Cane's and all those chicken places. Huey Magoo's is by far the best.
You had him there the one night for UFC. That was really good.
Yeah, oh yeah. That was what started it all. My wife was like, they make party platters. And I went, oh, now we have 9 months worth of Huey Magoo's.
Kim, the nutritionist, does she
Just text me.
Oh, did she write out a plan for you, or does she give you stuff you can and can't eat kind of
She
thing?
yells at me when I tell her. No, I'm just kidding. She will tell me what she doesn't write a plan, but she will tell me what to. So right now, what I'm doing is pretty simple. I'm eating under 20 carbs a day and a higher protein intake, and my protein usually comes from like 1 or 2 protein shakes and then other stuff. And I'm keeping my carbs definitely like under 20. I'm staying good, but the thing that she pointed out was the thing I was just saying to Gio. I'm not drinking enough water.
Not drinking enough water, but also I wonder if she's like, yeah, but you have to make sure you have protein here. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to go, oh, I only ate these 2 things early in the day and then go the rest of the time
with nothing.
where you're not eating. You want to kind of space it out and do.
Yeah.
But I listen, I don't know.
No, I know. She's been very good. I definitely would recommend her to somebody.
It's so funny, too, because you read something and you go, oh, I'm going to try it. And then the next week they say that's the worst thing you can do. And you're like, I don't know.
Well, let's
I don't
order
know.
pizza.
The worst part about Kim is that she's hot, and then she's like, so how's everything going? Good. And she's like, how's your pooping? And I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't tell you about my poop backups. You're too If you were ugly, it'd be a different story.
That's how I just listened to the radio show.
That's like if I had to go to a therapist, or like a mental therapist, I couldn't go to a guy, even though I think a guy would be able to relate better and I'd be able to talk to. I don't want to cry in front of a guy.
Yeah.
I'd cry in front of a girl and she'll feel bad for me and all that, but I don't want to cry in front of a guy who'd be like, listen, pussy.
Tell your poop stories on the air and we'll just send her the air checks.
Well, that is the thing. Can you think about this? I was thinking about it right as we were talking about the Ozempic. Is there anything that I won't talk about on the air? Like you really would have to dig deep to try to find something that you think you could embarrass me with, or I mean, I've shared my falls, my poop stories. I almost pooped my pants this weekend. I don't celebrate that as much as some people, so I'm not like when I went to Hooters, I had a sneeze on the way home that I think was a little bit much. Yeah, it was a little bit much.
Yeah,
but I don't celebrate that. Like that's not losing control of your bowels is not something to be proud of. But anyway. I'm trying to think like there's nothing. I'll tell you if I'm crying, if I'm depressed, if I'm anxiety, if I'm angry, if I'm happy. I share it all.
Yeah,
I do. I don't really think that there's anything, and I think that that's been the most therapeutic thing for me in my life has been having this show as a therapist.
The fact that we sit here and we do this at your house, I forget people are listening.
Without a doubt.
And then I meet people out, like even at the 5K thing, and they say things. I go, how do you know that? And then I realize, when we were all sitting in a room, people
and they
were listening.
do pick up all the details. Like I'm like, I mentioned that one time 5 years ago, and they remember.
It makes it very easy to forget that people are listening right now.
So when I was a kid, we used to do graffiti. Do you know my graffiti name?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. What I in the beginning, I didn't think anybody paid attention to it, and then people would say it to me when I'm out. They'd be like, "What's up, Sash?" I'm like, "Hey." What's up? Ron, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, listen, I just wanted to give you a little heads up. Information on the testosterone. I've been taking it for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And first of all, the best place to put it in is either in your upper thigh or your glute.
Yep.
Not your arm. And you should be taking 1 cc a week for at least a while because you're a bigger guy. And I got mine from like my testosterone back. It was even when I had to stop, when I had to have cancer surgery, when I started again, it brought me from like a 200 back up to like 1,500 in like a month and a half, 2 months.
Right.
So now I taper off to like 1 every 2 weeks. But you being a bigger guy, you're going to need a little more. So if you're taking 1 cc.
Well, no. I was taking 1 ml, and that was really by my primary care doctor who didn't specialize in that. I'm starting today with the new guy who specializes in this stuff. So that's the whole point of me doing the blood work today is to kind of start over.
Oh yeah, because you're like I said, I'm 190, 6'1", 190, and I take 1 every 2 weeks. And that keeps me at a high level because I'm 62 also now, so I want to be a little bit higher so I can stay going to the gym and doing my stuff.
Hey, at 62, how are your boners doing?
They're amazing, dude. They're just,
really?
Just that. Oh yeah, your libido shoots, especially the higher you get it.
Yeah,
your libido shoots way up.
I'm a little bit younger than you, but I don't feel like that is weaned off yet. My libido is still pretty good. Except yesterday, my wife tried to bother me during a nap. But other than that, I always want to do it.
Yeah, keep that going on. You were both Italian. You'll be in your 60s, and you'll still be chasing her around.
All right, good. That's what I look forward to. Thanks for the information. I appreciate the call, buddy. All right, good. That's what I want to know. It's still going strong. Tom, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What's up, Tom?
Good morning, sir. Long-time listener. Great show.
Thank you.
I just want to make a comment to you guys about to yourself about the Ozempic. Tried that first. Was a no-go for me. I almost gave up on it. I've been on the Mounjaro, which is versus you're on the semaglutide. You need to get to the tirzepatide, which has the 2 medicines in it. One, like Carmen was saying about the cravings, there's one that goes to the brain that stops the cravings. And the other one actually keeps you the full feeling. The one part is the psychological is half the battle. I've been on it for about 9 months now. I've lost 155 pounds.
Jesus, good for you, buddy.
Yeah, when you say lost actual, person, you do, and it's amazing. And I've got to the point where I can skip every other week now. I'm on the top dose, which it's different with the Ozempic versus the Mounjaro. Mounjaro, the top dose is 15 milligrams. I've been on that now, staying on that. ate once a day. I'm never hungry. I didn't want a snack, and I never knew what a take-home dog bag was or to-go box was until about 10 months ago. And I eat half a meal, and it's one thing, you wouldn't believe the money you save. The kids didn't appreciate that. You don't grocery shop about once every other week because you don't want to eat. And no side effects, zero.
The interesting thing is I had been diagnosed. I had been prescribed the Mounjaro, but my insurance will not cover it, and the amount of money that they want for that is insane.
Well, your primary doctor, they actually will compound it now. My primary doctor will do it for, like it says, I'm lucky I had my high A1C. I say lucky. I wasn't doing everything for the weight loss.
Right.
And that brought it down. So that's why I got covered. However, there's that, was it the Zepbound. A lot of insurance companies are doing that because it's cutting down on heart problems later. They're finding out because of the other factors on it. But you can get a compounded version, the no-name brand. Most of your general doctors will do it, your general practitioner, about $50 a week. It's a lower dose. The higher dose gets a little bit more expensive, so it's much more than like $1,500, which the name brands are. And just to touch upon also the testosterone issue, like you're talking about, has a very similar problem. My numbers got down to 22. Yeah, that's single digits. I thought it was a misprint. They redid it again. Someone your size, I was almost your size at one point, the size that you say you are now. I've taken 1 ml. You should do it every 5 days because the half-life is so short on it. And your numbers right now should be about, you and I are the same age, should be between like 650 and 1700. 1700 is on the highest chart. So my general practitioner won't put me that high. But to get any higher than 1 ml, most doctors, you have to go to either a urologist or, like you said, a specialty place that does, hormone replacement. I'm in the same situation. I've been on that since, for 10 years. My body just stopped producing it, and you could get to a point where that happens, and it's a definite lifesaver. I was in lethargy and everything. It's every 5 days versus a week. You're probably taking it too long in between the two because the half-life, like I said, wears off on it quicker.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, look, I got a whole new thing that I'm starting my journey today, sir. So I appreciate your heads up, and congratulations on your weight loss. That's fantastic.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, guys.
thanks, man. Carmen, I'm starting my testosterone journey
Okay.
today. Yes.
Listen, good luck. I hope, it helps.
Thank you. I will send you pictures of my arousal states.
Okay, thank you.
Let you know how it goes. Well,
keep me up to date. I want to
she
make
asked
sure it's
about
working.
it. Yeah.
Science.
You guys are witnesses.
Medical.
We have not started news, and I don't want to get too far behind. So let me take a quick break. When we come back, Galvin has your news. We'll do that next. And don't forget, we got $1,000 that we're giving away in 32 minutes. How do you like that? I've been doing the math. It's the Mike Count the Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to make an omelet, but eggs are still way too expensive? The Bone has your back. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah & Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
For our neighbors a little farther north, southbound 75 is closed between the Hernando-Pasco County line and County Road 41. Going to be that way for a while already, about a half an hour delay. Avoid all of that completely if you can. Closer to home, Hillsborough County has a wreck westbound Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard at 50th Street. That's in the clearing stage. It's just some minor onlooker slowdowns there. All the other roads, major ones, looking very good with no accidents. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge also up to speed. I'm Monica with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
If you've listened to my show for a while, then you know that I enthusiastically endorse Stingray Chevrolet, and I do consider Steve Hurley a good friend, and I trust his advice. And I hope you trust mine, because I'll give you some advice right now. If you're even considering buying a new car in the next few months, do it now. now and go straight to Stingray Chevrolet because incentives are great, inventory is great, and not only is Stingray offering huge discounts, but you won't pay a pricey dealer fee. Listen, I've been harping on this no dealer fee for a while, but I really want you to understand the significance of their no dealer fee policy. It's an automatic savings of $1,000 to $1,500. Other dealers tack this fee onto the negotiated price, but you won't pay it at Stingray. Hey, no one has a crystal ball, and we don't know what the car market will be like down the road, but my advice is to strike while the iron is hot and choose the right dealer, and the right dealer is Stingray Chevrolet. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it.
Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com.
During the month of May, Universal Roof and Contracting will help you get ready for storm season by offering 15% off roof replacements and repairs, monthly payments as low as $115. Plenty of great financing options are available, and they will inspect your roof for free. Complimentary roof inspections. They've been in business for 32 years, and they're veteran-owned. Go to universalroof.com. That's universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. Say goodbye to the stress that comes with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. If you're thinking about selling your home, you can receive an all-cash guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Listen to what their client Tyra had to say. Quote, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped. End quote. Selling a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make, so who you work with matters. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
Hey, it's Galvin for Zero Res. Do you have kids? Are they in school? Well, they're making your house dirty. Think about all the places your kids' shoes walk on a typical school day. And then they bring that in your house. That's really gross. We've all heard the saying, a clean home is a healthy home. That's because it's true. But good news, Zero Res removes all that school yuck without the harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. So that means it's healthier for your home and family and keeps your carpets cleaner longer. That's because Zero Res uses ZR water technology. So when you don't have all that dirt-attracting soap residue hanging around, you get to enjoy soft, fluffy carpets that stay that way. And with summer right around the corner, now is the time to clean up all that wear and tear of the last 9 months with help from the experts at Zero Res. And right now, you can save with their May special. That's 3 rooms of carpets clean for just $119. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. And make sure you ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning, too. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call call us.
Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
John Setting here for Wild Fork. It was another Wild Fork weekend at the Setting household. I had a bunch of friends over. Taco night. It had to be the chimichurri skirt steak. I also did some grouper fillets for some fish tacos as well. Whether you're looking for rare exotic meats from rabbit, yak, ostrich, bison, and more, or you just want to get some high-quality chicken, ground beef, and steaks for the family, Wild Fork is your go-to. With locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg, you got to check them out today. You can also visit wildforkfoods.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
.37 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. In about 20 minutes, we'll give you the Bone bonus keyword worth $1,000. All you need to do is put it in the Bone app, and you can win $1,000. It's happening at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, noon, 2, and 5 today. We'll remind you here when it happens in about 22 minutes. Thank you very much. My accuracy in reporting is unparalleled. Yesterday, my friend Ben sent me a funny video that he saw, that he made, rather, but I mean, it was something he saw. If it's on our Instagram, at the Mike Calta Show, a lot of times these things are worth a lot of money. You know, you get a potato chip that looks like the Roadrunner. You get some sort of a French fry that looks like Gerald Ford. Those things are going for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I had a Cheeto once that looked like a giant penis.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you eat it slowly?
Sounds right. No, I hung on to it for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought maybe I'd put it on eBay.
Hot. He was doing some flooring, and he found a piece of granite, and it's got a perfect inlay of Trump on it. It looks just like him. It's in there. It's so. The funny thing to me is, you go look at the video at the Mike Calta Show, and it's Ben with the he's making jokes, he's doing his Trump impression, but the best is read the comments. People are so mad. I mean, it's unbelievable how fired up people get. I wasn't one of those people who was like, I'm kind of like a middle of the road guy. I know, which way I lean, but I don't think the other people are bad people or other people are crazy. And I kind of have some very liberal feelings about certain things. So I don't really know. I'm just a middle of the road kind of guy. But man, people lose their mind. Hey, it looks like somebody smeared poop on it. You should break it and throw it out the window. It's the worst piece of granite I've ever seen. Oh my God, people are insane.
It's people are like that for any president now, though.
If you gave me a potato chip that looked like Hitler, I'd be like, hey, look at Hitler potato chip. I eat it.
Anything politics or presidential right now,
well,
you're just people lose their mind.
Especially Trump, though. Especially Trump. Because you could literally go up to 100 different people and tell them stuff that Biden or Clinton or Barack Obama said and attribute it to Trump, and they'd be like, I totally disagree.
I think it's Biden too. I saw F Joe Biden flags off the back of trucks. You know what I mean? Like people, for whatever reason, nowadays with social media, right side, left side. People lose their goddamn minds about everything.
People hate Trump more than anyone.
Yeah.
Though. Anyone.
Maybe.
I have to tell you, Trump makes me laugh so much. Like the Pope thing I thought was great. And I thought the fact that people lost their mind about it was funny. But
did you see him? They asked him about it yesterday.
Yeah.
He's like, take a joke.
Yeah. Did you see what else they asked him yesterday? They asked him about meeting with the new Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're going to meet with the new Prime Minister of Canada? And he goes, yeah, he wants to meet with me, which I can only mean is a deal. You know, he wants to make a deal. And somebody said, do you think he wants to discuss annexing Canada? And he goes, I didn't think about it, but it's possible. He goes, like, of course the guy's not. But the fact that he plays into the joke makes it funny to me.
Roger Goodell was there, and he starts laughing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's a joke.
Yeah, I've learned just to not take what Trump says seriously.
Except, though,
stuff like that.
Like, you got to understand what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a guy who knows how to manipulate the people, the ones that like him and the ones that don't like him.
Yeah.
But you got to give the guy some credit when he comes out. I don't know why he'd want to reopen Alcatraz. It seems to me like they figured that out. That's seems like a waste of time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's interesting to say and talk about it. The worst prison in the world. We're going to reopen it and put the bad guys in there because it'll never happen. But when he got on there on the first day and was like, and we're changing it to the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, and everybody was, oh man, Hillary couldn't roll their eyes. Next day they were making new maps.
Yeah.
That was it. He just changed it in one day. Yeah. Make it so.
A buddy of mine's he's always getting up in arm every day. He's like, Trump. Like, dude, don't. I've decided this time around I'm not going to get emotional about these things. Whatever happens.
My favorite is the people that have not. I mean, I get why some people do hate him. I get why women dislike him sometimes. The Roe versus Wade stuff and the women's rights. I mean, I don't believe that that's Trump, but it has come under his terms, and I get that. And if I'm a woman, I feel very violated by that. But sometimes, I try to explain to my wife, I know she hates him, but I am for the bigger picture. I'm for the greater picture.
They do say if you post enough on Facebook that they'll change.
Oh, yeah.
Usually,
the message heard.
Yeah. Usually how it happens.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, the saga continues. A sworn statement was released from a Seminole boater that details his encounter with the Clearwater Ferry days before the fatal crash. A recreational boat driven by Jeff Knight slammed into the back of the Clearwater Ferry near Memorial Causeway Bridge on April 27th, killing Jose Castro and injuring 10 others. Boater Ryan Smith, also known as Tug. Tug,
is that you?
Said he was two boats. He has two boats and fishes 4 to 5 times a week. In a sworn statement, Smith stated that 10 days earlier, on Thursday or Friday, he had finished fishing by Clearwater Marine Hospital. Smith said in the statement, shortly after dark, he approached the ferry, but he thought the ferry was a building in the distance because there were no stern lights, saying, quote, damn. Someone is going to run up the ass end of this boat and get killed.
Thank you, Tug.
That's what Tug said. Smith slowed down and passed the ferry on the port side and continued to the Seminole boat ramp. The statement said until the incident, he had never heard of Jeff Knight. Passengers on board the boat that struck the Clearwater Ferry also wrote sworn letters detailing their experience of that night. No charges have been filed in connection to the ferry crash.
Yeah, I have to tell you, the minute to me that you said that he took a drug test or an alcohol test and was sober, the entire thing changes now, and it comes into, to me, I don't know, unless somebody, they had 8 people on the boat, didn't they say that, including a baby?
6 or 8.
They weren't partying with an 8-week-old baby, and I mean, like not necessarily, but I mean, they had the alcohol test, they had the drug test, they were not impaired. The guy is an experienced boater. And, they didn't seem to be doing anything. I mean, it seems like it was a big accident.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a no-wake zone or what the speed is supposed to be in that area.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the nautical rules. I really don't. I can't have a hard time commenting on that stuff because I don't really know. Like this like Tug was saying, I wouldn't know the difference. I watched the video of the boat hit the ferry boat. I'm sure everybody's seen that video. You can see that ferry boat has lights on it. Now, does it have the appropriate amount of lights? Does it have the lights that affect what's being seen by other boats in the water? That I have no idea. I have no idea.
There's a lot of. It seems like there's a lot of conflicting reports.
But it is kind of crappy that everybody rushed to judgment on. I think I have met Jeff Knight in passing a couple of times. I have no affiliation with him whatsoever. Whether or not he likes me is not going to affect whether or not I go to Janice Landing. So I've seen that online now. That one day they were like, nobody wants to say the guy's name because they don't want to get in trouble and not be able to go to Janice Live. That's hilarious that you guys think that. And the truth is that nobody wants to say somebody's name before they've been charged because nobody wants to get sued. A radio station that's on the air mentioning something that could be possibly wrong information opens himself up to a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So I think that's why this station is very cautious, and every news station before they got all the facts of opening their mouths.
Two things. One, they've got Tug on their side now. Which
Tug's there.
Is great. And then two, we can find out if Dom knows anything about maritime law.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he does.
Yeah,
I think we've discussed it with him before.
Yeah, there was something that he did something with maritime law. So we'll
Does
see.
he still have a boat?
Oh, I don't know.
Dom?
Yeah, he bought a boat. I remember. We've never been out on it.
I thought he
John
had
Senning gets to go on private jets with his lawyer, and we don't even get to go on Dom's boat.
No.
Jesus, Tom.
By the way,
You
that's
really
not
let
even
it.
John's lawyer.
What do you mean?
That's not John's lawyer. John's lawyer is
John's
Mo.
Mo.
Yeah.
Mo DeWitt?
Yeah, Mo DeWitt. Patrick Smith is the one that's flying
This
around
station
at
has Mo DeWitt and Mo the Nitwit are both on the same station. You're right. What's his name? Patrick Jones?
Smith.
Patrick Smith.
Yeah.
He's the guy hanging out with John.
Right.
Oh, we need to just find.
Superhero
We need to
hair.
find a new lawyer to hang out with.
I think people just like John and don't like us.
That might be very true. I've experienced that.
By the way, we saw John out at Bare Knuckle fighting, and Kevin was with him, and I was talking to Kevin about a hardcore show that I'm going to go to. And John goes, "Oh, you guys are metalheads, this, that." And I go, "Yeah, sorry, bro. No reggae here, dude." I go, "By the way, never seen you not wearing a tank top."
Yeah. John looked like he was going to the beach.
Yeah.
He is living the full beach life.
Yeah.
He's got the
100%.
beard, the weed, and the tank tops. That's all he needs in life.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
flip-flops. No shoes. Always sandals.
It was funny because we took a picture and John was behind me and with his tank top. So many people were like, "Does John have his shirt off?"
I was telling everybody, no, he did. He did not have a shirt on.
I go, "I don't take pictures with shirtless dudes." And one girl goes, "I better not see you with Bert on Sunday." And I go, "Oh, well, there are exceptions. There are exceptions."
John Senning's another one. When we were thinking about hiring John Senning to be the producer of the show when he was in promotions. Who was to take over for Moose or John Brennan?
I don't know.
I don't know. My timelines never run together.
Yeah. So be careful out on sea. Be careful on land. Authorities were looking for the animals responsible after a Florida man and his dog were found dead from a suspected bear attack on Monday. As according to wildlife officials, Robert Markle, 89, was discovered dead along with his dog at his home near the community of Jerome in Collier County. He and his dog were found in different areas within a couple hundred yards of each other, according to authorities. They say, quote, "We don't know it was a bear, or we do know it was a bear attack. We don't know if it was the same bear or multiple bears."
Oh, man.
Yeah, be careful out there.
Multiple bears. I pulled out of my driveway yesterday. I backed out very slow because my wife's car is at the end of the driveway, so I'm backing out at like 2 miles an hour. And I'm kind of half paying attention. I'm looking at the camera, the rear view camera. And then all of a sudden I hear beep, beep, like something's behind me, but I don't see any cars. Like I look up and it was like a horror movie. 7 deer.
Oh, really?
They're all stopped in the middle and they're just staring at me. And I thought, 7 deer are beautiful. You look at them and you go, okay, 7 bears, not so beautiful.
No.
That would make me crap my pants.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear is going out on one of your running trails and just running into a bunch of angry bears.
Yeah. I mean, not that it couldn't happen. I've never seen a bear.
Right. Or an aggressive coyote, or something like that. One of those things.
I forget who the girl was, but she posted on social media, and it was one of the funniest things I ever read. She goes, "I think coyotes are just dogs that haven't been petted."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a coyote, I don't think it's doing much to me. I think they're more scared. They're kind of skittish and stuff.
Yeah.
If it came at me, I'd be like, "Oh, boy, here we go," whatever. But
plus,
deer,
you can run.
Deer can be aggressive, too. Deer can get up and start hitting you and doing all kind of crazy stuff.
I'll punch a deer right in its jaw.
Yeah, but they're big, man.
I know, but
They're big.
I looked to size them up the other day in the street, and I was like, I'll punch you right in the jaw.
I think the thing I worry about the most is snakes.
Oh.
Like if I'm
Yeah, 'cause
running,
you don't
just
step on one by accident.
or if the one's right next to me and I put my foot down and just bam hits my foot or my leg.
Yeah, the pygmy rattlers, that's the ones you got to worry about.
You know what I want to do? I promise, maybe next time there's a reptile show here, I'll try and do it. I want to get bit by a non-venomous snake.
Oh.
Well, let me just say,
There's a guy on Instagram that does that.
That's the guy I saw. Did
Yeah.
you see the guy moving the giant snake? He had a big, giant, I assume, boa constrictor. Had to be 16, 17 feet long, fat, and it was protecting its eggs. So it was in this big box with a blanket on top of it, on top of the eggs. So they took the blanket off, and the guy could just take the stick and pick up the snake. You know, it was heavy, but he could pick it up. The snake, there's no big deal. But whenever he went near the eggs, the snake would turn around and it bit him. He put a Kevlar jacket on and it bit him through the Kevlar. It bit him through the thing. But I don't mean like a big snake. I mean a little snake. I'm dying to know what that feels like. That little
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, does it hurt or is it just a little pinch?
Well, the problem is certain snakes, obviously, different. Is their teeth go backwards into you, so when they bite you, they're back. Yeah, so if you try and pull it, you can't get it off. So you got to kind of like release it.
Yeah, like I don't want to feel I'm not a pain junkie or anything like that. I just wonder what that's like. I wonder what it'd be like. I feel like once I get it. And the reason why is because I have a fear of snakes, and I feel like once I get bit and it was not that big of a deal, then I'd be good with it.
I'll tell you, I get bit by those deer fly out there sometimes.
Oh,
that's bad enough.
That's bad.
I'm so mad that I want to go through the entire park and kill everyone individually by myself.
The dude that does like the snake bites, he also does like hornet stings and stuff. And
Get
like
outta
tries to like explain like how bad it feels.
But he's doing a good deal. Like he's not just jackassing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it for the right reasons.
Oof, pass. How about this? Justin Tucker has been released by the Ravens.
Now, what's his deal? You get rape issues or something?
Well,
he masseuses.
Yeah, the old Deshaun Watson.
Though the Baltimore organization is adamant his departure is strictly due to his between the sidelines issues. They don't mention anything about the massage stuff. General manager Eric DaCosta just announced his team has parted ways with its longtime kicker. Through a statement, made no mention of Tucker's alleged misconduct involving massage therapists. DaCosta called the move, quote, incredibly difficult, and explained the shape of the current roster was the reason for moving on from the perennial Pro Bowler. Sometimes football decisions are incredibly difficult, he said, and this is one of those instances. 16 massage therapists alleged he behaved inappropriately during sessions between 2012 and 2016. The accusations were so numerous that the NFL has actually opened up an investigation into the matter. Tucker, though, has insisted he committed no wrongdoing, releasing multiple denials. His wife, too, said in a statement in February that she believes her husband and supports him fully.
Couple questions. One is if he went through 16 complaints, he had success with some of them. Like some of them, he just whipped it out and they were like, all right.
So alleged in the reports is saying that he had an erection during the entire massage.
Which, I mean, listen to me. That is a very possible thing to happen during a massage.
And that he would expose himself.
Well, that's different.
And that there was at least one incident where he left ejaculate on the table.
Now, is he masturbating or is he just a guy who's got a weak?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm. If you ask me my opinion, he is guilty as all hell. But I don't know. I'm assuming. Now, I will tell you that I'm a guy who likes to get a massage. And depending on where I go, well, no, I would say on all the places I go, I usually keep my underwear on. I wear like boxer briefs, and I usually keep them on and then put the towel on top of it because I don't want to be like, hey, look at my big naked butt. But sometimes, and it usually is like if I'm going for a deep tissue massage, they will pull my pants down
or
into
off.
my butt crack or off, but mostly down just below my butt, and then just work that top of my butt.
I'm telling you right now, I am a pro whatever player, and I'm getting massages on the reg, because that is good for muscles and all that stuff. I have a room in my house with 4 cameras in there that are running completely all the time. Doors are open, and I have a witness with me
Yeah.
while I'm getting massaged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's no way you want to get accused of all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, 16 come forward. It's like, okay, I don't know. Obviously, we got to hear what they have to say and stuff, but it doesn't look great. Arguably the best kicker ever in the NFL.
If you have two that came forward, and then a lawyer got to the other massage therapist and said, "Listen, we're talking about suing the NFL. There could be some kind of money."
Or massage therapists. Do they run in the same circles? Do they know each other? Like, we know other radio people.
Right.
Can you be like, hey, we're doing this. You want on board? Guy makes however X amount of millions per year.
And they know there's no cameras in their room.
Exactly.
So if one person if it's one person comes out or he did it to one person and the rest were like, well, I gave him a massage, I could say he did that.
And that's the other thing, too, is they say that they have come forward, quite a few of them, very similar stories of what happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, although I think if you asked me, I could come up with a very similar story just off the top of my head of what they're saying.
Sure. The only other thing is that I could think of is I don't know what this guy's fetish is, but it seems to me like he's got either had success with some of them, or just likes to be turned down, or just likes to expose himself. Yeah.
Or he gets turned on really easily.
Yeah. I mean, and is that something he should be penalized for?
But if that's the case, then you need to work with someone that you know closely.
Or let a guy do it.
And keep your underwear on.
Keep your underwear on. Yeah, you have to be more aware of the situation.
Yeah, you have to take steps, too.
What if nobody ever complained to him? What if they just complained behind his back? He's like, well, I don't know. Nobody seemed to care that I had an erection.
I thought this was normal.
Yeah. Like, Carmen, a lot of times when we're in the office alone and I'm rubbing your shoulders,
Yeah.
you never care.
Whoa.
I mean, I just don't want to get fired.
Right. Damn right you don't, woman.
There was multiple occasions where Carmen got an erection.
That's
be
true.
Careful.
And if it wasn't for her beard hair, I would have been attracted to it.
Speaking of sports in the NBA, the Nuggets beat the Thunder and the Knicks beat the Celtics. Both teams take a 1-0 lead in those best-of-7 series. Tonight, the Pacers take on the Cavs, where the Pacers lead that series 1-0, and the Warriors take on the Timberwolves in Game 1.
Good for basketball.
Basketball.
Are you winning money on basketball, Galvin?
I am, Carmen.
Are you?
I'm doing pretty good. You want me to send you something over here?
No,
No,
I don't want to feel bad.
I'll send you a little something that I made last night.
We were at the bare knuckle fights on Friday, and Galvin won like $500 just while we were sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm watching basketball. Look at this. And he shows me his bet slip. I go, I'm right here. You could have told me, hey, why don't you throw some money on this?
I feel like Galvin's going to roll in one day in a new Corvette and be like, oh, things are really good on Hard Rock Bet.
Yeah, eventually he'll hit like the big one.
Yeah.
You know?
Take a look at your phones real quick there.
I don't want to.
I don't want things that I hit last night.
It does not make me
thank
feel
God
good.
for overtime, because so if you look at this one, I had a 4-bet parlay and I hit the 3, and then Jason Tatum I had for his PRA, I had over 42.5, and he had 42, and then went to overtime, and he obviously cleared it easily and stuff. So I hit that one. I was very proud of that. Plus 1,100, and then I just do bets on who's going to make the next basket.
Yeah, that was the one you did on Friday.
Yeah, which is great. It's fun. It's fun. Last night, I would have won actually more, but the Thunder lost. I was not worried about the Thunder losing. They had the lead the entire game. I had them for over on points, total points, and I had a couple different guys on PRA. But then it got down to the wire, and I'm like, are they going to lose this game after they covered the points and did all that stuff? And they wound up losing the game. Made me so mad.
I'm anxiously waiting the W to start up.
Yeah, they're in the preseason and stuff, so that'll be starting soon. Skype is officially dead.
Oh.
Yeah, Microsoft killed it off yesterday in an effort to move people to their Microsoft Teams platform. The video chat app was founded in 2003, and then Microsoft bought it in 2011 for $8.5 billion.
$8.5 billion just to squash it.
Yeah.
Just to make it go away.
They're like, we use it. But you know what's so funny is now anytime you're on any video thing, everybody calls it Skype.
Skype, yeah.
Right?
It's like you
usually.
make Kleenex.
Yeah. That's pretty much the name for it.
That's true. I still say Zoom a lot, and I never use Zoom.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, that Microsoft Teams thing pops up every time I restart my computer, and I'm like, shut up.
I get mad at it, too. I'm like, I'm not using you.
I had to use it a lot for my insurance job.
And
And it's just a messaging app, you know what I mean? But you can do like video calls and stuff on it, but that way it's all in like one house instead of using like your email.
Yeah.
And then we have to do this real quick, guys.
What? What is it?
Here we go, Bowen fam. The Bone Bonus, presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
store. This hour's keyword is store. S-T-O-R-E. Head over to the 102.5 The Bone app now and enter the word store before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours.
I met another person. Well, I didn't meet him, but online that won the $1,000.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm meeting a lot of these people.
Nice.
So congratulations, everybody. Go get your money.
Go get it. A farmer from Minnesota named David DeCook found a 3.8 carat diamond at Crater of Diamond State Park in Arkansas late last month. So one of those ones that you go to, and I guess, you know.
Oh, you can like pick through it?
I guess that's what it is, right? If it's called Crater of Diamond State Park.
I mean,
People know that there's diamonds there.
Yeah.
You would think that it was all picked through.
Ain't nobody found a diamond here since 1849.
His was 3.8 carat diamond. They say it's worth up to about $19,000.
That's pretty good.
He said at first he thought it was a candy wrapper, just laying on the ground,
shining.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
You know what I would do? I'd take it right to the Golden Diamond Source.
Oh yeah,
trade it in.
Oh, I'd have him make it into like a monocle and wear it.
Hello.
Gio, I don't know if you've had any run-ins with this or not, but there is a new report out on AI at fast food drive-thrus. You've talked about the Wendy's one right there.
Yeah, Wendy's does have the one with the AI, which I like.
They say it's not great. The AI needed an employee to step in and help 22% of the time.
I think that's on the people who are ordering the food. They don't know what they want.
Well, I'll be honest. I was very confused when I went there.
I have no issues.
I was very confused. I was trying to order stuff for the kids, and it was not listening to me. And then I started thinking, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not AI. Maybe this. Am I talking to somebody? Like I had a hard time. As an old man, I had a hard time.
Yeah.
Yo, I could see a lot of people having a hard time with it.
If you know your fast food, you can get in and out with no issues.
Sure. Yeah. But I'm sure there's a lot of people. Hello?
Yeah.
What is it? It's too spicy. Can I get a? Would you like a? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I tell you? I was on the phone with my brother yesterday, and he pulled up the Starbucks. And they're like, welcome to Starbucks. Can I help you? And he's like, I'm John. I have a mobile app. And they're like, okay, pull around. And they just hand him his stuff.
Nice.
I never do that.
Nice.
I like.
And you get points when you do it on
we
the
do
app.
that.
We do that?
No, I mean, I do that.
I don't do
on
that.
my own.
I like the whole interaction. I need to order. I need to go there and pay. And I don't know why. I feel like it's a process.
We'll do the mobile order to where we just walk in and get it.
See, I'm not getting out of the car. Now you're being crazy.
I mean, you can wait.
So you do one 5K and now you're just walking everywhere?
You can wait 20 minutes in the long line, or
Right.
you can walk 30 seconds to the desk and just pick it up and walk out.
I like to wait in the line.
Yeah,
I like to listen to music. I like to. I have a process.
Sometimes it's wrapped around the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know how happy I am on a Sunday morning when I take my drive over to Starbucks and I pull in and the line dropped around the building? I pull in, I'm like, when I just chill out in my car,
sit in there for a while,
put my seat heat on, listen to some hairband music. I'm like, this is a good Sunday.
My favorite thing is whenever you pull up to anything and they're like, hi, are you using your mobile app today? And then you go, no. What are we doing? Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Today is National Teachers Day. Hey.
Is it really?
Yeah. The top Teacher Appreciation Day gifts that people have been Googling.
Gift cards.
Gift cards are up there. Starbucks gift cards specifically. Apple-shaped containers. So, put on your desk. Yeah.
Teachers don't want that crap.
No, my wife's teacher, she hates apples.
Yeah.
And Owala water bottles.
Yeah, you know.
Yes, they do like those.
What are they?
Are those popular?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Stanley, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's a big deal, is the Owala water bottles.
Yeah, just give her 5. Just slide a 5 on the desk there.
5?
Yeah.
What year is it? 5?
They're kids.
They're like gift cards.
Yeah,
Teachers like
you're
gift
not
cards.
getting the gift from the kids. You're getting it from the parents.
All right.
Don't be that cheap parent that gives $5.
Oh, Jesus.
What are you giving? What's the average that your wife's getting?
Usually 20, 25.
Yeah, right? That seems about right.
She'll get a lot of gift cards for like Starbucks and stuff.
Yeah.
See, what I was doing was a joke of a little kid putting $5 up.
You mean like that's what you do when you turn your homework in? You slide a 5 with it. And you go, let's get some A's on this here.
Now they're not. Now they're not going to do it. You yelled at them because they're little
I think
kids.
you just got caught because you're being cheap in school.
No, I'm not. Cheap in school? I never tipped any of my teachers.
Yeah, like when did that start being a thing?
I mean, I think in grade school we gave gifts to the teachers, but there wasn't all these teacher days and all that. It was just like at the end of the year.
Right.
At the end of the year, thank you for being my teacher. Here's something.
Yeah, my wife's been a teacher for like over 20 years, and she's always gotten gifts. At least at the end, or like
she must be a good teacher.
Usually at the end of the year, sometimes around Christmas, and then the Teacher Appreciation Day. That kind of seems like it's newer,
right?
Yeah,
your wife must be a good teacher if she's gotten gifts for all the year over the years. So there you go.
Do you have one of the toughest jobs in America?
Definitely.
Yes. According
You know how hard
to
it is to do
the
this?
votes, here are the top 10. Teacher is not in the top 10, by the way.
That's
Teacher is not.
insane.
Yeah, it was down like around 17 or something.
Toughest job in America. Like, are they talking about like dangerous?
Dangerous, yeah, definitely.
Like one of those crab fishermen?
Crab fishermen, not in the top 10.
Okay.
The linesmen on the electricity poles.
No, not on there.
All right, what do you got?
Number 10, oil worker. That is very dangerous.
Out on the rigs?
Yeah, that's very dangerous.
Fires and stuff.
Number 9, air traffic controller. A lot of those commit suicide.
Really?
Oh, yeah, very stressful.
Stressful,
Pushing
but I
tit.
mean, that's not dangerous. What is this list?
One of the toughest jobs.
Toughest. Okay,
Toughest.
yeah. Air
So-
traffic controller. Boy, did you see the warning that said it is dangerous to fly into Newark Airport?
Yes.
That they do not have enough people over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and my wife is flying there in 2 weeks. This could be it all in one.
Oh my
I could have the best weekend. Carmen, do you realize how great that would be if all of a sudden I'm just single and rich?
No.
It would happen.
And a widow.
And a widow.
Widower.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sympathy.
Oh, it would be. I mean, I'm not going to kill her, but if she goes down, she goes down. And then I get all the insurance money, and then like the neighbors make me food during the week and
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, dude, that would be the best life ever. And I didn't have to kill her.
Question. If your wife died in a plane crash, would you still watch the new Top Gun?
100%.
Okay.
In fact, I would take the wings that I got from my Eastern flight or when I was a kid, when I went to Disney World, I still have them.
Mm-hmm.
And I pushed them into her
Slam it in.
coffin. Yeah. Put it in there.
All right.
Rub it in.
Some of the other toughest jobs is farmer. Oh, Gail King and Katy Perry.
Astronaut,
yeah. Paramedic. Cop. Cop is one of the toughest jobs ever in the world.
Yeah.
Ever.
Especially if you watch all these First Amendment auditors.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a cop and they're to the point now where they're like, "Can I see your ID?" "No, you can't see my ID, dickhead." Like, whoa,
Yes.
what are you talking to? What are you calling him a dickhead for?
They're trying to get the rise. 'Cause
Right.
that gets
I
the
know,
views.
but some of these cops will just smack you, you know, and then they're like, "Oh, now you got a lawsuit." The cop's like, "I don't care."
And it's like
Smack.
they're just trying to do their job. You know what I mean? Like these people are being jerks and probably speeding to get pulled over on purpose so they can.
Listen, Carmen, don't be a tyrant.
Yeah.
What,
Don't
you
be
don't
a
want to?
tyrant.
You want to exercise your constitutional rights?
If it wasn't for us First Amendment auditors, people like you, Carmen, would have us give up our rights.
Yeah, you're a real sheep.
You're one
Not
of the
true.
worst.
I'm just saying these men
Why don't
and
you go vote for Kamala?
these men and women are out there just trying to do their job, and then they just have a dickhead who wants to yell at them to get views on YouTube.
It's so bad, Carmen. It's like I don't mind the ones where they're out front of a store and somebody's like, "You can't come out here and tape my store without permission." And I'm like, I'm on a public sidewalk,
Yeah.
you moron. I love that. But when the cop comes up and they're mean to the cop, like Sean from Long Island Audit is very polite. He's like, "Hi, officer. My name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist, and I'm gathering video for a story." And he's like, "Okay, Sean, what's your last name?" He's like, "I'm sorry, I don't answer questions." Like, he's very polite with them.
Right.
And then if they're started, well, like, you're going to go to jail. He's like, "Well, then you're going to get sued," because, he does the right thing. But the guy with the beard and the one that goes out with his son, he just wants to fight with everybody.
Right.
He's just trying to get the clicks.
And he has the pepper spray,
Yeah.
and he's looking to pepper spray people.
Is he from here or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so,
There is
no.
one that's from here. I know that I've seen before, and yeah, it's. There's a lot of in between. There's a lot of times where they're just being a dick to try and get a rise and do all that stuff, whatever. And then there's sometimes the cops don't know what they're talking about, and they point it out to them, and then they're back and forth, whatever. But also, I feel like any of those could end with, yeah, all right, how about this? Just,
Please like and subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
I got to re-pray to God. Because my dad just texted me. He's flying to Newark this weekend.
Oh.
I don't want God to get busy and confuse my
No, you already
prayers.
put the bad vibe out.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I take it back.
Now what?
Please let
what
my
if-
dad feel safe when he goes to Newark.
What of this?
Well, that won't do it. Then that'll be good for me and my sister. She'll clean up.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really think that I'm getting anything out of that deal. I don't want to rush that. Yeah. I mean, we got time.
Some of the other toughest jobs: doctor, member of the military, construction worker, and they say number one, firefighter.
I was going to say firefighter's got to be in there. I mean, you're running into the thing that everybody else is running away from.
Yeah,
That
very
I don't
dangerous.
like.
Very dangerous.
Like I was talking to Joey the other day about, possible career things, and I said, please don't be a firefighter. I don't know that I could live with that stress, knowing that every day he does that.
What is he thinking?
I don't know. He honestly, Carmen, I don't want to put his business out there, but he had a couple of good ideas of things that he was actually interested in that he wanted to go to school for. So I was happy with him. The thing is that I want him to do something he wants to do. That's it.
Yeah.
So when he figures out what that is and he goes after that, I'll be very happy.
The Diddy trial kicked off yesterday with potential jurors being asked if they were familiar with several celebrities, including Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West,
Oh, no.
Kid Cudi, and Mike Myers.
Mike Myers?
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. Because it was the what's his name, Kanye West. The Mike Myers had the thing where President Bush hates black people.
It's still one of the greatest moments ever on television.
Yeah, Mike Myers so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George Bush hates black people.
Yeah.
That was great.
Diddy's going to be in a lot of trouble, I think.
I'm dying to know what Diddy's in trouble for.
Well, I mean, they have him. The least thing, they have him beating his girlfriend on video.
Fine, that I get, but that is not a raid on his house like that. That is not.
No, but clearly he has a lot of other stuff.
But we don't really know it. That we're hearing all these stories.
Well, sex trafficking is the big one.
But we don't know who is he sex trafficking from. Like, I need details on this. I'm not saying it's not true.
Yeah.
I want to know how this is possible. How Diddy is sex trafficking women, and there aren't enough women here that he needed to sex traffic women in. Like, I bet you he can go to Queens and get a bunch of women that'll just do whatever he wants.
Well, and that's the thing too. You think sex trafficking, you think he's bringing them in from other countries and stuff. It could be totally all from U.S.
That's true.
And basically, sex trafficking, he's just bringing them into the party, whatever, and then forcing them to have sex with him or his friends or doing all
It
different
could be
stuff.
artists, potential artists.
Yeah.
It could be just people he knows.
But tell me
strippers,
how
whatever.
he's forcing them.
Because he's Diddy.
Right, but how is he forcing them?
Because if you want to make
Gets
it
them
in
all
this,
dry.
if you
That's
want
not
to,
forcing. That's giving you an ultimatum.
but also there's women that said they were held down, they were
Well,
drugged.
that's what I'm saying. Is
they
he
get
drugged?
Remember they were
people?
talking about the baby oil that
Yeah.
they could have put stuff in the baby oil and then rub it on them, and then they were all loopy.
It's going to be
and
very interesting.
can't fight.
And I think there's going to be a lot of celebrities who we find out are really dirty perverts. And I believe there's going to be some like Mike Myers whose name gets thrown around and they have no idea why they're even being involved. Like Ashton Kutcher seems to be pretty close to the situation and has been trying to lay low about talking about it. Justin Bieber seems to be in there somehow. But there's going to be names that pop up, and you're going to be like, Tom Hanks. What was Tom Hanks doing at a Diddy party? Like, you never know.
Well-
Howard Stern's name came up a couple of times.
The big thing about Ashton Kutcher is he's part of the saving trafficking victims.
Oh.
Like, he has an organization that raises money that actually goes in to help traffic victims and stuff
Gotcha.
like that. And so he's at the forefront of this, right? He's at Congress talking to them about it, trying to raise awareness, and then here he is going to parties. Where
But if he doesn't know, he doesn't know.
They say all these freak off parties was where these girls were being forced to have sex with a bunch of dudes.
Right, but I mean, the only way if you show up to a party and they go, hey, there's a bunch of girls here and everybody's having sex with me, like, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
you
if the
don't know
girl
that.
says no, and you're like, okay, it's different. If she's like, I don't know, you don't know that she's there under her,
but
against
if
her
you
will.
guys are all on drugs,
In on it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but if we're all on drugs.
Terrence Howard came out and said that Diddy tried to do stuff with him
Yeah,
and
I
all
saw
that
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Diddy thought he was trying to bang Terrence Howard.
Right.
Terrence Howard thought he was trying to get I don't know, man.
I think some of these girls said like he would threaten their lives, he'd beat their ass, they'd get drugged up.
And again, he was
super
very
powerful guy.
Powerful, right? And if he's saying you have to do this or you will never work in the industry,
or I'll kill you.
That's
an ultimatum.
That's not an ultimatum.
That is absolutely an ultimatum. That is a threat, but it's an ultimatum.
On your life.
No. I'm
livelihood.
saying if you're no, that's not what you said though. If you said you'll never work in the industry,
right?
Yeah,
so
that is
a threat on your livelihood. If
a
you
lawyer absolutely could argue with that, though.
Yeah, but it's not. You're not forcing them to have sex at that point. You're giving them the opportunity, and you're saying, "Hey."
It literally is what what's his name's in jail for right now.
Harvey Weinstein.
That's
Right.
No,
Like,
Harvey Weinstein is in jail for actually touching women and forcing them, like actually having sex with them and assaulting.
Right, and that's what Diddy was doing. Diddy was making people have sex with each other for his benefits, like forcing them to do it.
Mm.
And you're saying it's an ultimatum, but no, if you're saying you will never work in the industry again unless you do this, or I will ruin your career unless you do this, that's using your power.
And that's what Harvey Weinstein did.
And that's what Harvey Weinstein
Plus,
did.
They said he would, some of these people, they're working for him, and he's threatened, like, we'll cut you off, you'll not have any money, and then.
Right. That's my thing, though, is that is not, that is a threat that you have the opportunity to leave and say, well, I'm leaving.
But if you try and leave, I'm going to beat your ass.
Well, that's different.
I'm going to blackmail you.
Or I'll blackmail you, or I'll ruin your life. There are all these accusations all over
and all that kind
It's
of
more
stuff.
than just like, hey, you're not going to work here anymore.
Yeah. I mean, look, I agree with you. It's probably goes deeper than that. It probably goes deeper than him just saying you're not going to work anymore. It's I'll ruin your life and I'll
Do you know who I am?
Right.
I could ruin your life. I could kill you and nobody will even know.
I would
I got 8 kookaroos.
Yeah, I would imagine Diddy's not going, you know how you work for me? You're going to have sex with all my friends. Otherwise, I'm going to have to let you go.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's sweet and we're going to have to part ways. You're going to get a nice severance package.
Thank you for your time.
David Lee Roth is coming to Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino right here in Tampa on Sunday, August 3rd at 8 p.m. Here is some of how the show started. He played the M3 Festival on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So this is just recent. That was with that set list I was talking about earlier. Here's a little Dave breaking it down. Take a listen.
Well, we're off to our usual flying start. Are we having fun yet? Yeah? She's flying. I'm flying. Right behind the wheel.
I mean, I would see David Lee Roth.
The band sounds great.
The band is great. He's got 4 black dudes singing backup, which is weird for a rock guy, but he's got to do what he's got to do to sound right. He's not a very good singer. He's a great showman.
Yeah. And he said, I'm going to be dancing all night.
Yeah. I think I'd enjoy it. I mean, it's a Sunday night here, but I think I would enjoy going to see David Lee Roth.
He has Al Estrada on guitar, who I'm not familiar with, but I watched some videos and stuff. He nails
he
the
nails
and
it,
stuff.
yeah.
It seems like much like a lot of these old rock guys. There's a lot of hey, you sing it. And you point the microphone, everybody sings along because they know all the words type stuff.
Pretty much.
You're just kind of like the ringleader of the whole show.
I'm excited for this. It is out today. David Spade has a new stand-up special on Amazon called David Spade Dandelion.
Oh, adorable.
Yeah. I like David Spade. Very funny.
He's very funny.
Tabloid reports claim that Liam and Noel Gallagher will be kept apart during the Oasis reunion tour.
Smart.
To the point that the only time that they interact will actually be on stage.
Man.
I mean, look, you don't want to do anything that's going to cause them to start fighting. Yeah.
There's so much money to be made by so many people. They're like, we have to take all the precautions
absolutely
to make sure this tour sees its way through.
Yeah, the less they see each other, the better. If they need to rehearse or do something, but then just pretty much on stage, that's it.
I can't imagine hating somebody that much.
Your own brother.
Yeah, to not where you both become wildly rich because of it.
Yeah,
and you're still fighting.
Yeah, I'd like to see them, but I'm certainly not going to pay $1 gazillion, and I don't want to be among 1 million people to go see it. So if it's not convenient, I'm not going.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
You know how Kesha changed the line in her song where it said P. Diddy party, whatever that said?
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Yeah. So she changed that because of all the stuff that's going on with P. Diddy. I heard the other day that Oasis had a line in one of their songs that was a Gary Glitter line.
Oh, really?
And they changed it now. They're not doing it.
Yeah, well, Gary Glitter is kind of a bad guy,
Yeah,
too.
but it's also, I mean,
I know.
You know, do you hear that? You're going to go and have sex with kids? Like,
Yeah.
we know
You
the
don't want to
line.
celebrate Gary Glitter.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Gary Glitter was traveling to Thailand so he can go bang little boys.
Oh, yeah. And
So
just look at a picture of him.
Yeah.
You can see that he's
I
just.
think you just don't want to be associated with him.
Keith Urban will be awarded the Triple Crown Award at the ACMs. It's only given out to artists who have won New Artist of the Year, Artist of the Year, and Entertainer of the Year. Last time it was awarded was in 2010 to Carrie Underwood.
Oh, congratulations,
Keith Urban. Maybe he'll blow us a phone call.
Hello, Keith.
Rihanna and A$AP Rocky have baby number 3 on the way. She debuted her baby bump right before the Met Gala.
Carmen.
Where everybody dresses like a moron.
Baby number 3. I thought it was baby number 2.
I thought it was 2 too, but I'm sure I'm wrong.
Right.
Carmen, A$AP Rocky, hot or not?
I don't find him attractive, but that's just me.
My wife finds him very attractive, which really annoys me.
Oh.
I think he has a really nice smile. I will say that.
Yeah.
I just don't like his hair. Like if he had
I
different.
don't like his hair either.
I don't like his hair, but if he had a different haircut, then yes, I think he would be very attractive.
I don't like it.
By the way, confirmed baby number 3.
Yeah, I don't like it.
A$AP Rocky.
Thank you.
Finally, in news, the opening track on an album is pretty important. You know what I mean? First thing, right out of the gate, you're like, "Ooh, I like this. Let me listen to more of this." Well, Loudwire put together a list of 5 grunge artists who did the best opening track in the 90s. So I don't know whether you have to go specifically the song, but if you want to go band, who do you think had the best opener of all
Nirvana,
time?
Nevermind, with Smells Like Teen Spirit.
That comes into number 3.
3
Comes in at number 3.
Animal versus.
No, Pearl Jam is on there, though. I can tell you that it is not Animal. It's not Versus. It's a different song.
Is the opening track on their album?
Yeah, but you can just name the band. Like I said, you don't have to. You know,
Jane's Addiction.
Grunge. No,
That's kind of grunge.
no. I don't think anyone's ever put them in the category of grunge. Ever.
I don't know.
In our lifetime.
Idiot.
I think it just came out about the same time. That's why Joe is thinking that. I don't know what Pearl Jam. The first Pearl Jam album 10, the first song has a slow intro that builds up into something big.
Mm-hmm.
What about Bush Machine Head?
No, also not grunge.
Not grunge.
I think that's grunge.
Idiot. It's not.
What else do they have on there?
So number 5, they have Let Me Drown, Soundgarden.
Okay.
Number 4, one of my favorites, and it hits you right in the face and is a great song, Them Bones, Alice in Chains.
Great song.
Number 3, you got Smells Like Teen Spirit. Number 2 is the Pearl Jam one, Once.
Yeah, Once is a great song, but it starts off so slow.
Yeah,
you know?
it builds. And then number 1 is another great one that I love. This is Shangri-La, Mother Love Bone.
Yeah, that is great. That's a great album.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's such a small pinpointed, you asked me what the greatest first song was. I thought you meant like of all time. I was going to start to think, Welcome to the Jungle.
Well, I'm surprised that Smells Like Teen Spirit isn't number 1 on this. You know what I mean?
And that's the greatest song. Smell Like Teen Spirit is crossed all genres. Black people like Smell Like Teen
Yeah.
Spirit,
Just got everybody going. Everybody went nuts when they heard that opening guitar riff. You're like, oh my God, what is this? Yeah, well, there you go. That is it for news.
All right, Calvin, thank you. Hopefully you got the Bone Bonus keyword, put it in the app, and you're well on your way to win $1,000. If not, you still got 7 minutes to do so. You can go ahead and put that word in. Can we say the word again? Did you store it in your mind?
Oh, do I know what it is? Maybe.
Oh. Well, if you didn't, that's why you have to pay attention. We'll do it again.
No, you don't say it again, don't it?
Oh, okay.
No. If you weren't listening, you don't
If you
get
didn't store it
rewarded.
away, you're not going to be able to figure it out. We got it coming up again at 10 o'clock and then at noon, 2 and 5 today. Ask Dom is going to be here at 9 o'clock to take your legal calls. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County working on an accident that's slowing things down in the Brandon area. That's westbound Brandon Boulevard at Kingsway. Crews on the scene there. Some onlooker delays. Going to take a little bit longer than normal this time of day to get around all of that. A little farther north, southbound 75 is closed between the Hernando-Pasco County line and County Road 41. It's going to be that way for a very long time, avoiding completely already very big delays. Pinellas County checking in accident-free, as are the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
On December 17, 2024, I referred to an incident which occurred at one of my off-site personal appearances involving former police officer Erica Hernandez. I stated that Ms. Hernandez shot and killed an unarmed woman, so she was dangerous. That was incorrect. When she was a police officer, Ms. Hernandez was involved in a justifiable shooting of an armed suspect after the suspect pointed a gun at Ms. Hernandez. I apologize for the error.
Guess what? The power companies raised your rates again. And guess what? They're not done. Go solar with Solar Bear and pay nothing for the first 12 months. Beat the rate hikes from the power companies and keep your cash. Visit solarbear.com.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They have something for everyone's budget. They have the largest selection that is family owned and operated under one roof. That is why they are the destination for jewelry. They will walk you through the process and make it super easy. The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They're at 3800 Olmerton Road, right off of 275. Check them out online at goldendiamond.com and get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th, and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Prestige Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prestige Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prestige Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 813-499-2888. 813-499-2888 to restore your sex life in just one visit. Call now. 813-499-2888.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. From repairs and maintenance to upgrades, Hawkins is the go-to solution for all your HVAC and pool repair needs. Summer is upon us, and if you want peace of mind as the temperatures rise, buy a new system from Hawkins Service Co. and receive a free 1-year maintenance plan. Get ahead of the upcoming price increases. Offers ends May 31st. Schedule your consultation today and give them a call. 813-445-8209 or online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the #2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that #1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
Babe, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's time to break up. With our power company, they keep raising rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, we say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months completely free. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make the switch, call Solar Bear now, and visit solarbear.com. That's solarbear.com.
When you excavate for a living, safe digging helps you keep living and save money, time, and your reputation, which can all help you breathe easier. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. You know, one of the biggest financial myths out there is that working with a financial advisor is only for rich people and you got to have a ton of money. That's not true. That's not even close. At Trajan Wealth, their fiduciary advisors work with people of all stages of life. Whether you're building your finances, you're growing, or maybe you're getting ready to retire. They're setting up plans for all levels. And because they're not getting paid commission, they can sit down and come up with a strategy that fits you specifically. They can help you roll over that old 401k, create a retirement income strategy, or just give you a second opinion on where you stand currently. There's never been a better time to talk to an expert and make sure you're on the right track. Call Trajan Wealth today at 813-550-1000, or you can visit them online, TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com, and get started with that free consultation. That's 813-550-1000. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Mike Calda for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. I'm here with Frank Maldonado, Director of Operations at Lifeguard Imaging. Frankie, our listeners may be familiar with Lifeguard Imaging, but tell us a little bit about Lifeguard Imaging and how you guys are saving lives through early detection.
Well, Mike, as I think you already know in the past, my dad was a surgeon up in Maryland, where I'm from, and tragically lost his life to pancreatic cancer because of a misdiagnosis of a CT scanner. Became kind of a motivation for me to keep his name and his story alive. Opportunity came to utilize early detection scanning, which we do, and it's been a remarkable change.
We often hear the term silent killers. Tell me about these and how Lifeguard Imaging can help detect these before it's too late.
Millions of lives are being lost every year to multiple forms of heart disease and cancer. They call them the silent killers because they don't have symptoms generally until it's too late. We're finding these silent killers at the earliest stages. Patients are surviving.
What are some of the risks our listeners face if they don't get scanned?
It's a simple fact of if you can find a disease at the earliest possible time, you can defeat it. If you don't know about it, you can't. So by getting scanned, we're giving people information they can utilize and, again, save their life.
Stop putting this off. You have the chance to take control of your health today. Think early detection as an investment. Just like you would invest in your home or your car to ensure longevity, investing in your health is the best way to ensure you or your loved ones are around you for years to come. The earlier you can detect heart disease or cancer, the better chance you have to treat it. You don't have to die from these silent killers. Lifeguard Imaging is offering our listeners a free heart scan valued at $599 with a few minimum requirements for you and your spouse. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today or call 813-649-5214.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Metallica's No Repeat M72 Tour invades Raymond James Stadium June 6th and 8th. 2 shows, no repeats. Catch Metallica with Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills on Friday night, and then Sunday night with Pantera and Suicidal Tendencies. Metallica, no repeat weekend. Win tickets at theboneonline.com.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Hot and humid today with a 20% chance of an isolated inland storm. High temperatures back up near 90 degrees. Mild and muggy tonight with a low in the mid-70s and a 30% chance of an isolated storm tomorrow. Otherwise, partly cloudy and hot with a high in the upper 80s.
We now return to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. On 102.5 The Bone.
$8:35 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Gio. Some guy said there was a picture of me and Jason Kelsey up on our Facebook page, and some guy said, "Tell Gio to go tell Jason Kelsey that the Eagles and the Eagles fans suck," right to his face. And I go, "Cool, whatever." Then he's like, "Yeah, say it to his face or say it to mine." And I said, "Let me know when you're available. I'll say it right to your face. I'll spit when I'm talking."
I did see that as well. Yeah, I still think Philadelphia sucks. It's a dump of a town, and their fans all suck.
Yeah.
But Jason Kelsey, very nice.
Jason Kelsey was great, though.
He's super nice.
He also is not from Philadelphia, so it's totally different.
I mean, Philly legend, but whatever.
Yeah. Super nice guy.
Yeah.
And it really bugged me what great shape he's in.
Yes.
Post football, like you expect him to get fat, and he went from fat to being in great shape.
Didn't you expect him to be bigger, though?
No, he seemed pretty big.
But
he seemed pretty big to me, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably lost his weight, his playing weight.
Yeah, he's definitely lost weight. He's in good shape and stuff, but he didn't, like you, I don't know, him walking through somewhere, I wouldn't go,
No. Yeah, it wasn't like a massive, like I saw Tristan Wirfs, and I'm like, that's a big dude.
I still feel like Tristan Wirfs is the biggest person on the planet.
Yeah. Like Max Crosby that Carmen met in the Super Bowl. He's just a big dude. You're like, oh, this guy's got to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did not get the same feeling with Kelsey. I could also see the fat in him that used to be there.
But also,
says 6'3".
But also being as great as he was at his position, I would have thought just more like massive.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight him.
No, it sounds like you do. I mean, I think he's coming back.
Tell that Philly guy that I want to fight Jason Kelsey.
I did not have a chance to tell him to his face that Eagle fans suck.
That Philly guy was like typical New Yorker, and I go, or Northern or whatever, and I go, typical Philly guy. I bet you smell like cigarettes. You live with your mother, and you have terrible teeth. And that's when he shut down. I know the teeth always gets him.
Had I told Jason Kelsey that, I think he would just laughed at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure he gets that enough where he's like, okay, cool. I'll be thinking about that as I'm shining up my Super Bowl rings.
You think nobody has told him that he sucks right to his face before?
I don't know. I was talking to my daughter yesterday. How old are your daughters?
15 and 16. My daughter just got her driver's license this week.
Oh man. How is that?
Dude, I'm losing my mind. I'm so nervous.
When did you take her out to like learn how to drive and stuff?
My wife has been dealing with that because apparently I make my daughter nervous when she drives. Because when I would ride with her, she would make a lot of mistakes, and then my wife would say that never happens when you're not in the car. Then they came to the conclusion that shouldn't be in the car because they don't like riding with me.
You're the problem.
I get it.
Yeah.
I had two things. One, whenever I got to drive, I had already been driving for years because I have 3 older brothers, and we lived out in the country area, whatever. And I rode motorcycles and snowmobiles, so it was just another vehicle, so it wasn't difficult for me. But for my son, we have a great area over by my house that's like a big corporate area.
Yeah.
So on the weekend, nobody's there. It's huge parking lots. So we would drive together and do a lot of that, and then I got him a specific driving education thing, whatever. There was 3 days, and the guy goes, I will teach him everything that's on the course. Everything that they have to know to drive, whatever. He aced it. It was super easy.
Yeah, I had that Target that closed down near my house where Starbucks is. And I used to take Joey over there when he was 13 and let him drive. So by the time he was 15, he was like a pro driver.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah,
I think that's the way to go.
Get him that confidence. They
Right.
don't have
Yeah.
that confidence because you don't want to know that your kid's out there on the road worried driving in on the highway, you know?
It's funny because when my son got his license, for a while, he didn't want to drive. And I go, do you not want to drive? And he goes, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about it. And I go, it's the same exact thing as when you get a new video game. I go, you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
I go, then a week
You
later.
suck at the
and
first
a week
week.
later, you're like, I already beat everyone and I did the thing, whatever. He loves it.
My son didn't want to drive either. He's like, I don't really want to drive. I'm
They
like,
don't want to do it.
I go, you can just drive yourself. He's like, no, I don't really want to. Whereas my daughter has had her license for like a day, and all she wants to do, she's looking for an excuse to go drive her
I
car
couldn't
around.
wait to drive.
Joey was such a good driver when he was 15. I was like, all right, run to Starbucks. Don't hit anything.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but still, I have them both on Life 360, and it's still driving me nuts. Yes,
I that Life 360 is great.
It's amazing.
Because, Amanda, I mean, if I don't, because Joey will sleep at his girlfriend's house a lot, and sometimes it'll be 11 o'clock and I haven't heard from him. He'll fall asleep there, and I go, where? And she goes, oh, he's at Ava's house. You know, you could just tell from the app where he's at. So that thing is great.
And I love it. It tells if they're speeding and stuff. There's a couple times like, hey, and I'll say to my son, I'm like, hey, man, you don't want to get a ticket. Watch. It said you were going fast right here. Just watch what you're doing.
My insurance is so expensive. I don't know how your expensive. Mine is so expensive.
It's insane.
I've tried. I've shopped it around. I went to every insurance guy. It is just. They basically said to me, "You're just screwed for a while."
Outside of my mortgage, it's literally one of my most expensive
100%.
payments.
What were we talking about before that? There was something.
Daughter.
No. It was something else about your son.
Oh, how he speeds sometimes.
Before that.
He doesn't.
Oh, I know what it was. It was. Okay, I got it. My wife and I have a very good relationship. We talk about everything. I talk about porn and all this stuff on the air here. Like I told you about the OnlyFans thing. Like I never hide that kind of stuff from her. When she had the Life 360, if you put Life 360, did you never use that?
No, I didn't.
You put it on your son's phone, right? And then you put it on your phone. And when they come home, it tells you he's home. When he leaves, it tells you he left. You could pick it up and just open it up and see where he is on the map at any time. It's great when you have teenagers. But they could also do it with you once you have it.
Right.
So my wife's like, well, just put it on your phone. I'm like, I'm not putting it on. I don't want to be I don't know why. I'm not hiding anything. I just don't want to be Yesterday, we were in the car, and I don't think my butthole has ever been tighter. We were driving, and there's this feature that has turned on my car that I don't know. I got to call Steve Hurley today.
Oh, no. Is it reading your messages?
You have a text message.
Oh, no.
From Pete Larios. And I went, oh, God. And he was like, hey, call me. And I went, okay, good. Then it was like, someone from an 863 area code just sent you a picture. And I went, oh, God, what is going on? I don't know what it is.
Is it Apple CarPlay?
Yes, but I don't know. But I don't. When I open the Apple CarPlay app, there is no app. There is just it's just in my setting, and it's reading all of my texts to me.
Yeah.
I turned my Bluetooth off, and it still did it. And I mean, the whole time we drove home from Tampa yesterday, the whole time I'm like, Jesus Christ, please don't text me. Please
Just
don't text
throw
me.
your phone out the window.
Mary has sent you a picture of her breast.
Yeah, it'll describe the photo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
no.
It's like you can ask it, and it'll say like, Mike has sent you a photo. It is a large-breasted woman who is standing on a beach.
Yes.
It'll describe it. Yeah, I don't put My wife's car has Apple CarPlay. I do not connect to it.
No, I'm taking it out of the car today. I might just give this car back.
When you connect, you have to go through the settings on the actual screen in the car.
Oh my God!
And you can change it or disconnect it.
And it's it'll be quiet, or there'll be a song on. If the song's on, it lowers the song and it goes ding. You have a picture message from Sally. She sent you a picture of her dirty butthole.
No.
I mean, like, it was really. Anyway, how old were you when you realized, like, the difference between your daughter, like, if she was smart or if she's an idiot? Because I'm pretty sure my daughter's an idiot.
I mean, right around the age your daughter is now. She's what, 6th grade?
Could go either way.
Yeah, that's 6th grade, 7th grade is when you really start understand, because they're doing like real stuff in school, and you kind of realize that they're not going to be that smart.
So she's pretty good at math and the stuff that she does at school, but she has no knowledge of anything. So yesterday I go, tell me what you learned about history, and all she knows about is Harriet Tubman, because she read a book about Harriet Tubman and she did a report on it. So anything, she's like, ask me whatever you want about Harriet Tubman. I go, no, there's only one thing to know about Harriet Tubman. She helped the slaves, rode the Underground Railroad. And she's like, yeah, but did you know her name wasn't Harriet? It was like, it doesn't matter. I go, I will name you 3 names, and you tell me which one was president. Joe?
Yes?
Maybe we try this with you real quick.
All right.
Johnson, Fillmore, and Needson.
The president is Johnson.
President's Millard Fillmore.
That was going to be my next guess.
Well, you might have been right.
Lyndon Johnson also.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but I should have did it the other way. Which one wasn't?
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, I did that with my daughter, and she got every one of them wrong. Every one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, every one of them. And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, just tell me this. Who is the current vice president of the United States? And she's like, Kamala Harris. And I was like, come on, are we serious? So from now on, when I pick her up from school, we have lessons. We have lessons of things every idiot sixth grader should know.
Yeah, my kids, they'll ask Alexa a lot of stuff around the house, too.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Ask Alexa. She'll tell you.
Yeah.
She'll tell you. My kids, I think, of using Alexa and ChatGPT and all that stuff so they could cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Joey is surprisingly smart. I can ask Joey questions, and he knows a lot of things that I don't think he's going to know. But I think that comes from him cheating in a smart way.
He remembers the stuff
he remembers
cheated
the
on.
stuff he cheated on.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. I got through life.
You
that
still
way.
got the knowledge.
Yeah.
Aren't you surprised whenever your kids know stuff out of their normal range? Like they know like a old actor or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, how do you know who that
When
person
I
is?
took Joey to meet Leah Thompson from Back to the Future at Comic-Con, he was like 5 or 6 at the time, and she's like, does he like the movie? I go, he's obsessed with it. She couldn't believe that the young generation was appreciating the movie.
When my younger daughter, who's 15, said that she would like to go see Metallica, it hit me right in the feels.
my daughter.
Yeah. Like I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I love Metallica.
Oh, that's funny.
My daughter.
But she also likes Sabrina Carpenter, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
My daughter's listening to country music now. She loves Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
And my son is just all rap. So I lost all of that.
There's a lot of Morgan Wallen at my house. There's a lot of Jelly Roll at my house. Then
Really?
Metallica,
Did
Sabrina
they know you were
Carpenter.
hanging out with Jelly Roll this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Was it?
Yeah, my son was, he likes Jelly Roll, so he was very excited about that.
My kids have yet to really be impressed by anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like they had a good time, you know what I mean? Being out there and stuff, but no one has ever been like, God, we're so lucky. Our dad's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's yet to have happened.
He was pretty excited Jelly Roll was there. He's like, this is so cool. He's like right next to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even care. I left before Jelly Roll got there.
But then he'll use that, like brag to all of his cousins and stuff. And yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Like, yeah. But he'll play it. He's like, oh, yeah, I was running with Jelly Roll. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, he's like, at the end of the day, he's like, my dad took me to go meet Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't
Yeah.
get any of that from my kids. What did I get? JoJo got mad because we left.
Yeah.
Speaking of parenting stuff, there is, FAFO, the parenting trend.
Oh, yeah, I can figure that out. Yeah.
F around
and find out. Yeah, it's the idea to let them make their own mistakes and stuff and how to deal with the consequences.
That's the smartest way to do it, is let them do it.
You have to, because if you protect them for everything, then they're never going to learn anything. And They're not going to do. So it's basically the opposite of helicopter parents, where helicopter parents do everything for the kid, and if they see him struggling at all, they solve the problem for him and stuff. But yeah, there is a bunch of different stuff. As long as it's not going to, harm them. If they're going with a fork towards an outlet, you're probably going to stop them and everything. But if you're like, you sure you don't want to wear a jacket? It's raining outside, but all right.
Yeah.
You want to go? I mean, I think of Big Daddy. All right, Frankenstein, you want to wear the boots
Scuba
and a
gear.
cape and scuba,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, come up with your own name and do all that stuff.
Part of it is you do want to let the kid be their own person. You know?
Yeah.
But you also don't want that kid to turn into a goth.
Yeah.
That's going to steer away from that.
But you want them to learn different things. And even though my son's not like young anymore, whatever, we went to Vegas and he won $1,000 on the slot machine the first day that we got there. I said to him, I gave him the thing. I go, give me like 700. I'll hold on for you. You can have 300. You can go around, spend it, do whatever you want. I go, that way, when we leave, you have something. Whatever. He goes, no, I'm not going to lose it. I'm not going to spend, do anything. And then we were in the room, and my wife goes, you want to tell Dad why you're mad? And I go, what happened? I go, did you lose? And he goes, I lost it all.
Put it back in the slot machine?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You'd think, but that's what everyone does, is it was so easy the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to hit on the first day and be like, well, do we leave now?
And that's what I told him. I go, you fell into the trap of hitting on the first day. I go, that's the worst. You want to hit on the last day, not that you control it or anything.
Right.
I mean, but you do that the first day and you're like, well, now what am I going to do? Just not gamble and leave with the thought? Yes, I mean, you could do that. But also take some of it, put it away.
I always say, look how massive. You see this big, giant building,
exactly.
how cool it is? How do you think they built this?
Yep.
Can you give me another example about another idea for Vegas, what you need to do? Go see shows in Vegas. Like, people don't go see shows anymore. And there are shows there in Vegas that are exclusive to Vegas that you won't see anywhere else in the world. And you can break up your gambling through that. Like, have a good time by going to see a show.
And going to different restaurants and stuff. And, just going around the city and doing different things. And there's always stuff going on. I mean, there's always stuff going on. So many things that go through there and so many that have residencies there. You know,
I tried to get my wife to go to Puerto Rico next weekend. I just want to go because when we go there, we stay at one hotel, and that hotel has a casino in it, has the restaurants in it. You don't even need to leave the hotel. That's all I want to do.
I think that's where Ian's at right now.
Right.
He's sending me pictures fishing and stuff.
That's what made me think of it yesterday. By the way, I have something to bring up to Ian that I'm dying to bring up. I have to wait till he gets back here, but it's festering with me.
What is it?
I can't. I don't want to give away. I don't want to arm anybody before we do it.
What's it about?
Somebody talking smack about Ian.
Oh, he loves that.
I know he does.
I mean, he loves to confront that, I should say.
Yes. Ian is not afraid of it at all. But I want to tell him because I'm on his side on this one. Normally, I like to stir the pot and just get people mad at each other, but I'm 100% on Ian's side on this one. And I'll tell you this. He may be in the wrong.
Ian?
And I'm still on his side. Yeah.
Because you don't like the person either?
No, I don't know the person.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the person. Ian did. You want me to just talk about it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not
Sure,
listening.
we can just talk about it now. And then,
he is listening, by the way. He sent Geo stuff the other day.
Yeah, he was listening to the show on why he was fishing
In Puerto Rico.
in Puerto Rico.
Somebody, a listener, sent, I won't say her name or his name, whoever sent it to me, quite frankly, because I don't remember, but they sent me a text message from a guy that was complaining about Ian. Evidently, Ian, when JP was in town, he went to on a canoeing trip. Did anybody know about this?
No.
I don't know if he talked about it or not, but it was Ian and some people and JP. They went out and got canoes, and they went on a canoeing trip because evidently this person offered up a free canoe trip for Ian and JP.
Just the idea of Ian in a canoe is blowing my mind.
So I understand that. I went canoeing with Bobby and his family one time, and I was very concerned with it. But you'd be surprised.
Right.
It's very easy to canoe, and even for a big guy. So what is the guy has a complaint now? What is the complaint?
The complaint?
Ian broke his canoe.
No. And let me just tell you, I'll tell you why I'm 100% on Ian's side on this. It is very confusing, but I will. Let me just tell you the situation. The guy offered a free canoe trip. I would assume maybe he has canoes, maybe he does canoe rentals or whatever, takes tours, whatever. He offered a free canoe trip to Ian and JP and their buddies. He's mad because they didn't tip him at the end. But it is a very confusing thing. If you're giving me something for free, I'm assuming you don't want any money for it. Like, I don't know that I'm supposed to tip you at the end of it. I don't know that. Am I supposed to tip the canoe guy?
So I will say this, because Chad and I, when we were golfing a lot, we would golf for free because it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not taking anything off of them, but we would always tip the cart people.
But but that's something that you typically tip. You tip the people who bring your cart. Like, if you were paying for golf or not paying for golf, you're still going to tip the cart people.
Right. So like, I'm just looking at it from that standpoint. Like, if someone's having to like load up your canoe and put it in the water and then take it out of the water, again, I don't go canoeing. So is that something that you would normally
I don't know.
tip?
I only did it one time, and I'm sure that at the time that I went, we probably tipped the guy because I remember the guy was super helpful and he was so handsome. And I'm sure we tipped that. I remember telling the guy, "You're gorgeous." I remember we probably tipped the guy, right? But here's the thing, Carmen. The confusion comes when you're like, "Hey, I own a canoe thing. Why don't you guys come canoe with me for free?" Oh, that's awesome. Well, if you just told me I'm doing it for free, now I got to think. Not that I wouldn't tip you, but I'm not thinking about tipping you because you just gave it to me for free.
And you're going in the water, so it's not like you're taking your wallet and your cash and stuff.
It's just a confusion of you're giving it to me for free, but
And
now
it's
you
more
expect
of
a tip.
It comes out more as like a friendly type thing as opposed to service.
Yeah.
Like if you said to me, hey, if you would have said to me, hey, I can get you on canoes for free, you just take care of the guy, I'd be like, that's great. That's a great
Right.
deal.
Right.
But tell me that. Don't tell me, oh, I own a canoe thing. Come take my canoes, and then to get mad and complain to somebody else when they didn't tip you.
That's the way to do it. Take care of the guy.
Take care of the guy.
Yeah.
I tell anybody if you want to use a Sprinter, I go, yeah, just take care of Tom.
Yeah.
Just take care of the driver.
Right.
That's what you
Because
need to do.
if you didn't say that, I would just think everything's fine. It's cool. It's no big deal. It's
And
no,
you
it's
took
no.
care of 'em.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that makes me so mad. It's
Yeah.
very confusing.
Tipping is very confusing nowadays.
I'd rather not pay. I mean, I'd rather pay for something. It's easier for me to just go, no, I'll just pay it and just pay and get
Honestly, that's why I turn down a lot of stuff.
there. Yeah, 'cause it's never free.
No, I don't want the hassle, and I'm like,
Right.
no, it's okay. I appreciate it,
Right.
but I don't need that.
Right. That's smart, Gio.
Yeah.
Very smart. I also found out that I think I say no a pretty good amount of time, but I'm going to say no even more now. I'm going to start saying no to people as opposed to just situations.
Really?
Like, yeah. This weekend was very frustrating for me.
Oh.
But not anything bad, but it's easier for me to just say no to things.
I like Galvin's nope.
Nope is a good rude nope. Like, I don't want to talk to you. Nope.
There was a fighter at the bare knuckle of the walk. Right when he came out of the ramp, he was playing some song and dancing. Galvin goes, nope. And that guy lost in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Mike Calda Show, good morning.
Good morning. I just want to chop on the tip thing. My opinion is if you're ever in a situation or environment where etiquette suggests a tip at the end, regardless of the price, free or discounted or not, I still generally leave a tip. The gray area on this
Well, let me ask you real quick. Yes, I agree with you. Like if you said come eat at my restaurant, I'm still going to have to tip the waiter. But in a kayak type situation or canoe, whatever it was, I don't know that that's a tipping. I've only done it one time in my life. I don't remember if it's a tipping situation.
Okay, so you're uncommon with the environment and the etiquette behind tipping. Okay, so that I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
The other thing too is I get that. If he's the owner of the company too, of the whatever the excursion was, then that's another variable because that's still money out of his pocket regardless. It's not like he gave away, he gave someone else free and told one of his employees, hey, this is on the house for them, and then the employee lost a tip. So I get it in that circumstance.
Yeah.
But usually if etiquette that dictates a tip, I always give it regardless of a discount or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's safer to do that, to just leave the tip. But sometimes, thank you for the call, sometimes you don't know if this is a tipping situation.
Just give me the heads up.
Yeah. Just say to somebody, no problem. Just take care of the guys who put the canoes in the water.
That's the big thing, yeah.
It's on you, buddy.
And
It's on you, canoe guy.
Especially if somebody's giving you a free meal or a free this or that, whatever, then I'm always tipping the waiter or waitress more.
That's the whole thing.
But you also know that you usually tip servers.
Yeah, that's the big gray area is, do you tip a guy that's bringing you a canoe? I don't know.
Right. I would think that would be like included in the price because again, anything water related, I'm not bringing my wallet in cash.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I will tell you this, a lot of times we'll go to the beach and we'll go to the guy on the beach and we'll be like, I need 2 chairs with an umbrella, and they go out there and they dig the hole and they put the umbrella. You're tipping that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he's like, oh, the chairs are on us, you make sure you tip that guy. He just dug you a hole in the summer.
I think so.
On the beach, 100%. That guy gets money.
Yeah. Chad did that when he first moved down back to Florida, and he was
No
like,
wonder why he has abs.
and he was just like looking for odd jobs and stuff like that. No, but he would make like $300-400 a day.
Yeah.
Doing umbrellas.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You're getting probably $20 a pop.
Yeah, and you're just out there. You just keep cranking them out and stuff. And if you go to like a really nice resort, private beach type area,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And those people have money, they're, tipping even more.
Yep. Especially when those ladies get a glimpse of Chad's abs.
Exactly.
You're like, ooh, give him more.
Yeah.
By the way,
have him come back, please.
I got a lot of DMs yesterday about Chad.
You did?
Yeah.
About his eyebrows?
They wanted to know what the word was that Carmen wouldn't say on the air.
I got a lot of that yesterday, too.
I was just sending them your way. I go, it's not my word to give out.
No, you can give it out.
Rihanna sings about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. It is 8:58 in the morning. Dominic Ferriel will be here in a couple minutes to take your legal calls. The phone numbers to get through is 800-771-1025, 800-771-1025. Get on the horn right now. If you've got a legal question, something that happened to you, wondering if you need a lawyer, I'd like to talk to Dom a little bit about maritime law. Galvin,
Yeah.
Ask the Dom joins us next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Pinellas County is still working on an accident southbound Starkey Road at Ulmerton Road. Crews on the scene there with 2 middle lanes blocked. That already very busy area, even busier now. Avoid it if you can. Also, Pasco County has an accident eastbound State Road 54. It's at Trinity Boulevard. Some lanes blocked off there, causing some backups. And that earlier wreck that had southbound 75 closed now is open. That's southbound 75 near the Hernando-Pasco County line. 2 right lanes still blocked, still stop-and-go traffic. Still avoid that for a while. It's going to be backed up for a long time. I'm Monica with traffic.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged-up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Let there be light and red dots. Make your plans to get the Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 10th. Will is unloading deals on Surefire flashlights and red dots from Aimpoint. Surefire are the preferred flashlights for the military and law enforcement. And if you have not seen the Aimpoint red dot, they are the best red dots, period. Don't miss Aimpoint and Surefire Day. Only at Shark Coast Tactical, Saturday, May 10th. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday and open online 24/7. Shark Coast Tacticals on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Get rid of that musty, dusty smell in your home with the help from the Zero Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Galvin, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They have something for everyone's budget. They have the largest selection that is family owned and operated under one roof. That is why they are the destination for jewelry. They will walk you through the process and make it super easy. The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They're at 3800 Omerton Road, right off of 275. Check them out online at goldendiamond.com and get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th, and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
You know, when it comes to selling a home, I know that you have a lot of choices. A lot of people have billboards, but I'm telling you, the best guy in the area is my friend Jeff Borum. He is constantly investing in cutting edge technology and marketing to make sure the most people get eyes on your home. And you know what that means? That means you'll get the most money for your home when sold. You can actually say goodbye to all the guesswork because Jeff and his team have a program that does it all for you. You can find it right there on their website, teamborum.com. That's Team Borum, Borham. They have a home value estimator right there on their site. So if you're looking to sell your home or you're looking for the home of your dreams right here in the Tampa Bay area, trust a realtor that is right here in the Tampa Bay area. And that is my friend Jeff Borum. Him and his entire team will work for you, take all the stress out of it, get you the home of your dreams, or get you the most money for your home when it's time to sell. Simply contact Jeff at teamborum.com. That's Borham, Team Borum, and tell him you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Customers often ask, what's the right mattress for me? At the Original Mattress Factory, our answer is always the same. It's all about personal preference. You should select the one that feels right to you because there isn't a one mattress fits all solution. That's why we offer a selection of quality and comfort choices for every preference. And our sales team will help you find the right product for your specific needs. At the Original Mattress Factory, we have the right mattress for just about everyone. Stop by to find yours today.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
Talking about my generation, just because we get around. Talking about my generation, things they do look
9:07 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers to reach us and to reach Ask the Dom. Dom, good morning. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing great, guys. Good morning.
Dom, happy anniversary.
Thank you very much, Mike. Happy anniversary to you as well. 16 years, in fact, officially yesterday.
Yep. Yesterday was 16 years of Ask the Dom on the Mike Calta Show.
And Carmen made me some wonderful cupcakes in here and pastries. Carmen, this is too much. I mean, it's like a smorgasbord of baked goods. You are this is
Dom, I hate to burst your bubble. That is not cupcakes. That is her homemade deodorant.
Yeah, you're in the wrong thing.
It doubles. It doubles.
16 long years.
It's about time we wrap it up.
Yeah, I know. It's the gift. You know what the official gift is? A scented candle. So I just
will you have them shipped here?
Yes, they'll be.
Thank you.
They're on their way. Yes.
I mean, the official gift from the lawyer seems to be a trip on a private jet to Bucks games.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten that from you.
Yeah.
It's just,
What the hell?
what's the other guy's name? Patrice O'Neill?
Yep.
I think so.
That's it.
The other lawyer.
Patrick Smith.
Yeah.
Patrick Smith, that guy.
Oh, yeah, Patrick. Yeah, upcoming season, we can make it happen. No, I'm very happy, Mike. Very, very blessed. 16 years is awesome. I certainly appreciate everything from you and the station. You guys have just been fantastic. 13 years in September, I've had my own show. So if you can believe that, that's a long run there as well. So I'm just very appreciative, Mike, and I just always like to take this moment to say thank you to you. Huge part of that, especially when we went to All Talk and helping me out because I started on the weekends with that.
Yeah.
And then moved to the Wednesday night. But that was really, really a big thing that you did, stepped up for me many, many years ago. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say that I love you. I don't want to get too emotional, but it is anniversary time. But just very appreciative for all of you. You guys have just been wonderful family. We're all a family. And I just want to say thanks to everybody really affiliated with the show as well as the station.
Well, thank you, and I hope that you're happy here, and then we can thank you for helping out our listeners. We got a couple lines open if you want to get through, 800-771-1025. Brett, good morning. You're on Acid Don. What do you got, Brett?
Yes, real quick. I've got a flood insurance issue. I've been paying a contents premium for my flood insurance for multiple years now. And then when we had the Hurricane Helene, everything was flooded. My living space on my house is at 9 feet 4 elevation because it's on piers. So when I turned in my claim for everything that I lost, they told me they don't cover anything under 9 feet 4. So I said, why am I paying for the contents for this much? And long story short, they ended up reimbursing me the last year's premium that I paid for the contents. So now I'm trying to figure out, I've been paying for this contents for this many years, and I'm having a hassle with them for them to explain to me why they won't give me my premiums back for all these years.
All right, let me stop you real quick. How much is the contents claim? What is the insurance claim that you made?
It was somewhere around $11,000 or $14,000, somewhere in there.
Okay, and now did they show you a section of the policy where this is excluded because of the feet, or are they just saying that? Did they direct you to some portion of the policy where you can read that in its language?
No, they did not until I made the claim, and then they sent me the cover sheet that says, because they made me go back outside after the adjuster was there and take measurements from the floor level to the ground. And then they said, we don't cover anything under the 9 feet 4.
So
now, I said, then why am I paying the premium for it?
Correct.
But then they reimbursed me for the premium.
Well, this is what I'm trying to get to. All of this should have been done by them initially when you got the policy. How much was the check of the reimbursement all of the years that they're trying to pay you back for the premiums that you gave them? How much is that check?
$777.
Tell me that you have not cashed that check.
I don't know. My wife deals with all the finance.
Do not cash the check.
Why? What would happen if you did?
Because it's an acquiescence of them refunding the
You're
policy.
accepting it.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Now, the timing couldn't be better for this call for tomorrow night's show, because tomorrow night I've got my insurance adjuster, DJ with Mid-Century Insurance Group, in studio. First time DJ's coming on, which, again, it's going to be a show on storm damage, homeowners, and attorney John Sachs is coming in. And so you're going to have this issue really is going to be spearheaded tomorrow because I've gotten so many calls about damages and premiums and denied coverage and things. And obviously several months have passed since those hurricanes. It's a lot of people are just, everything's starting to come to fruition now. So we're doing a show specifically on this issue tomorrow. So what I would do, sir, is homework for you tonight. Ask the missus, did you cash the check? Maybe send me an email if you want to send me the policy. And then if you don't mind calling back into tomorrow night's show, I can have part of the policy. I mean, I don't want to put all your business out there per se, but at least some of the snippets I can at least run over that with Mr. Sachs and, of course, DJ, and then we can kind of get into this a little thoroughly, tomorrow evening. But it's a great timing for your call, and a lot of good folks, unfortunately, in our state and our community are going through this issue, which is why I'm doing a certain show on it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's still having. I hope that helps you out, sir. If you need to call the office, you can do that, 813-251-5550, or you can always go to AskTheDom.com. Yeah, this is still a time where everybody's still dealing with insurance and flood. I mean, it goes through waves. First, you have the damage, then you have the claims, then you have if you were approved, then you wait for your money. It's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Let me go to Lisa. Lisa, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Lisa?
Good morning and happy anniversary. Can a paralegal draw up a trust?
Well, anybody can draw up a trust, especially if it's for yourself or your family, per se. But the problem that you run into with things like that is you better know what the hell you're doing, especially in probate law, because if someone passes and that instrument is not drawn up correctly, then it could be catastrophic for what the intention was for creating the trust in the first place. The problem that I think the basis of your question may drift to is if you do it for profit, then you could be in a position where you might be practicing law without a license. So I don't know if maybe the back end of the question was drifting to that. So you have to be very...
No, she works, sorry to interrupt, she works for an attorney and draws up trusts all day long. And she said she would draw up my trust to avoid probate when I pass. But I don't know how she can do that and not get it filed. Like, can she file it in the court, or doesn't it have to go through an attorney?
Well, no. Well, people can draw up things that work in law offices because my paralegals draw up documents all of the time. Now, I oversee them, mind you. Okay, but what's happening is she's drawing up something for someone that's not a client of the firm. And then the problem with that is if that document is in error or incorrect, it goes sideways, now you've got a problem. Now, because, who's going to be the trustee? You'll hope it's not her, and it shouldn't be you because if it's designed for you and you're not there. So you got to have somebody in place. Humbly, with probate law, and in a lot of issues, I'll tell people if you don't need an attorney, I'll say that. But with probate law, wills and trusts and your financial assets, estate planning and heirs and all of that, don't go the cheap route with this area of law. You need to talk to a probate law attorney that's specializing in the trust documents and instruments. And we did a wills and trust show last month with Andrew Gracie, Peoples and Gracie, and in studio was my financial planner at the time. It was a great program. And we tackled a lot of callers with this issue on, what's better, a will versus a trust? And, what do you do? Why do you do it? So that's my advice to you. As nice as your friend might be, I would not recommend you doing that with this particular area of law.
And how about the Ladybird situation that just covers your property and that can be filed online? Is that correct?
Please, no. I would not.
No.
You make sure that you when you do things along those lines, which is an ancillary part of probate law, and you're saying, well, let me just file this stuff online. You want to make sure that it's filed properly. You also want to make sure there's copies that are with the right parties, namely a trustee, namely the attorney, then filed with the clerk. So you just don't want to click online and then just assume, okay, everything's hunky-dory. And a lot of times things aren't. If you're not going to go with that lawyer, if you want someone to talk to, email me. I'll give you Drew Gracie over Peoples and Gracie. It'll make me sleep better at night that you're protected because I'm worried about you with these calls. So you're scared.
Well, that's why I'm calling, because I'm apprehensive rather than just jump right into it.
You're a smart lady. You listen to the Mike Calta show. You're a smart lady. You got it.
Well,
okay.
All right. Good luck
over there. Thank you.
Not Joe. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate it. Phone lines are opening up, 800-771-1025. Good morning, you're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got?
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Yep.
Hey, Dom, so I got a situation where I woke up the other morning. My bank didn't pay off.
Are you on Bluetooth, sir?
Yes.
I can't hear you. You got to pick up the phone so we can hear you, please.
Hello?
Yeah. All right, now lower your radio. We have perfect. You got up the other day, and what happened? Jesus Christ.
This call will be recorded.
Oh.
Yep. There you go.
I'm here. Okay. Thanks for holding on. Hey, so as I was saying, I woke up the other morning, went into my bank account to pay off some bills, and I see that there's a notice on there that my funds are on hold. Okay, so, what is this all about?
Freak out. Yeah.
So freak out. So I called the bank, and the bank tells me that some company, First Resolution Coast, is put a lien on my account for funds that they claim I owe them from 2008. Now, I have no idea what this is. I mean, it's never come up on my credit. I don't know what's going on. But now I wake up again, and I got a hold of another attorney on Friday, or on that morning, Thursday morning, or Friday morning, and hopefully they're working on it. But
so you hired an attorney.
Morning.
You hired an attorney on Friday to look into what's going. Well, that's good. Okay.
Right. So now I have two accounts in that bank. My other account was not on hold. So, of course, I got to pay some bills. And I go in there this morning, and now that one's on hold. Now, the amount of money they're claiming I owe them is in the first account that's been put on hold. I have enough money there for what they're claiming I owe them. And now my second account is on hold.
Do you have
I don't know what's
account?
going. I don't.
Okay. Well,
I do. It's called my safe.
Well, yeah, but not with the bank. If you have multiple accounts with the bank and they're shutting one down, it's a cascading effect. Usually, in my experience, so that would have been something I would have informed you last week of, but you're calling me today. Usually, what happens with folks like this that call the office is we'll have you start with AP Investigations, our private investigator, to look to see was there perhaps a judgment against you that you didn't know about. If you owed money in the past, be it in a credit card or some debt that you weren't served on, you didn't get notice of. And
can I ask, Dom, what is the amount of money that they say that you owe them?
It's a little over $14,000.
Okay, and you still maintain that you have no idea what they're talking about?
Listen, at that time, I was going through a nasty divorce.
Okay, so there's a possibility that there's something out there that you just may be unaware of, but it's a possibility.
There's nothing, yes, sir. There's nothing, though, in this paperwork that I've received that says exactly what it's about. It's just an amount.
Yeah, that's why you got the lawyer, and then if that lawyer has a private investigator, and what this sounds like to me, and in my experience, usually it sounds like there was a judgment placed against you. There was an order to collect that judgment, and then they went ahead and they're doing that. And sometimes this comes as what's called a garnishment of wages. If you're employed, they'll contact your employer. In this circumstance, they went ahead and contact your banking institution and put a lien. So your lawyer that you've hired, hopefully they've got a private investigator that can help or they can do the research, is going to then backtrack to see, well, what happened back in 2008? What slipped through the cracks? What is this $14,000 related to? And then negotiate that resolution with not only just the bank to open up your accounts, but also the folks that put the lien on it. So that's probably, my best guess, that's probably what's happened to you. And you just have to sort it out with counsel. But and that's what you've hired them to do. Now, if they don't have a private investigator and you need one, just go ahead and call the office or email me. I'll give you Pam at AP Investigations, and then she can work collaterally with the other lawyer. You don't have to go through my office. You can still stay with those fine folks. Don't terminate anybody. But if they don't have the PI services, we can give you that, and then you can stay with those guys, obviously just to help you out, sir.
Now, am I able to go open up another account somewhere else without that one being frozen? I mean, they have enough money into one account to hold it, why are they freezing my other one?
That's a question for the bank. But yes, the answer to your question is if you want to go to a different bank and open up another account so that you can maintain your personal affairs and you'll take care of the family, pay your bills and credit and all of that.
Yeah, but they won't go after his new account, or it'll take too much time.
Well, they can. I'm not saying they can't do that, but in the interim, they have to file the certain. And that's why he's got a lawyer at the one bank. But if he wants to open up a second account to take care of what he's got to do, I mean, they still have to go through the whole paperwork process of doing what they did at the other bank. No, I'm
And
not
he's got
saying
the lawyer.
yeah.
And he's got the lawyer working on it. All right, so you're clear to do that, sir, but know that in time, if it's not taken care of, they're going to come after that one too.
Yeah, the cascading effect. Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, buddy. That sucks. Yeah. That's why I tell you, it's easier to push her off the cliff than it is to get divorced.
Allegedly.
Well, listen, you don't hear about the guy whose wife fell off the cliff. You don't hear him calling the show, do you? Exactly.
Okay.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom.
Yeah, good morning, Mike. First-time caller, long-time listener. Love your show.
Thank you, sir.
Dom, thanks a lot for your show. I really appreciate it. Can you briefly talk about what you can do with the harassing phone calls that you get from the telemarketers? I'm kind of looking into doing something about that.
That's a good question because it used to be one way and now it's another.
Yeah, this was a hot topic about, geez, Mike, what is it, a year and a half ago?
I tried to be the guy that would lead the charge on that, sir. I'm to the point, I'm like you. I can't really use my phone. I never answer it if I don't recognize the number, and it's not because I'm avoiding everybody. I just don't want to hear this. Watch, I don't want to hear this. Hello? Boop. Hello, Mr. Mike? Or worse, they ask for my dead mother. Can I speak to Marianne? I go, if you can, you would be very talented. So, yeah, I don't know, Dom. What is the answer? Is there anything that can be done?
The law changed. I know a year and a half, 2 years ago, we had a case going. I don't want to talk too much about that, obviously,
right.
That's a case. But there was an opportunity to resolve it, and then you were leading the charge for the listeners. And if I'm not mistaken, Mike, I believe that company went out of business. Am I if I'm not mistaken?
The company that I had the lawsuit filed against claimed bankruptcy when I filed the lawsuit.
That's what it was.
Yes.
and that was, and I'll tell you something.
Personally gratifying. It was personally gratifying, but didn't help anybody else out.
Well, but I'll tell you what's nice about it, and without getting into the attorney-client confidentiality, it was nice, though, because you stood up for the listeners, and you did something that I thought was extremely admirable, because that was something that there was a lot of different avenues to resolve it.
I agree with that.
And you said, no, I want to defend the listeners. I don't think this is right. You stood by morals and principles, not getting into the finances or
right.
any of that stuff. And I was very happy, and I was very proud. But unfortunately, to answer this caller's question, the laws changed in Florida. It's not as easy, or as the dynamic was easier a few years ago with these telemarketer calls, because the law and the legislation has changed, not only in Washington but in the state of Florida. But if you would like to email me the specifics, there's still some lingering ways we can potentially do it with some attorneys that I'm working with. So I just need to have a little more specifics of how many times they've called. Do you have a record? Are they leaving emails or messages?
I kind of want to get the input of what exactly do I need to document when I get those calls?
Basically everything that you can. So if they're leaving voicemails, save the voicemails. If
yeah, but you have to also understand, sir, that Dom is obviously right what he's saying, but you're fighting against, most likely people who are calling you from another country, who have no assets here, who have nothing to go after. Now, if they call you and they're like, hi, I'm from Bob's Roofing Company, and we're going to be in your neighborhood. We'd like to come look at your roof. Well, you can let Bob know that it was illegal in the state of Florida for them to cold call you and do that. But I don't know, since they changed the laws now, even if that's illegal anymore.
Yeah, it's at least not as lucrative as it used to be. Because they kind of put and that's the lobby. The lobby industry, got to the legislatures, and that's what lobbyists do. And it's just unfortunate that it's not as easy as it once was. But Mike, you're 100% correct in the sense that if it's a foreign entity, if it's a foreign entity, we're screwed. If it's an American company, you got more of a leg to stand on. Foreign company, we're screwed. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, good luck to you, sir. I will tell you that and I take this stuff very seriously. I've talked about this several times in my career. I will not do an endorsement for a company that I can't guarantee and put my name on it. Every company that I've endorsed, that I've used on this show, is somebody that I truly believe in. If I don't, or if I have reason not to, I don't endorse them anymore. I don't do anything with them. I won't put my name associated with something that I don't believe in. So that has worked out very well for me over the years, because people know when I tell you to call Dom or call Jeff Borum or, call Stingray Chevrolet, they know that I'm talking about, good people. There's a million gun shops in the greater Tampa Bay, Sarasota area. When I tell you that I go all the way out to Sarasota to Bee Ridge Road to Shark Coast Tactile, there's a reason why. And that has really worked out. I would never, ever hire a company that just called me and said, hey, we're wondering if you want us to make an offer on your home. Oh, okay. Stranger that I didn't know 5 seconds ago is now going to offer me a couple $100,000 for my home. Like, what business would that? What business model is that? That somebody just calls you out of the blue and says, hey, we're going to come over there and give you an estimate on your roof. Oh, I'm sure that you're going to tell me my roof is fine and I don't need anything. I don't need a new roof and I don't have a problem. I mean, they're all garbage. If they're doing business that way, they're garbage businesses and they're letting you know right from the start. So the best thing you could do is either not, they tell you to not answer your phone, because if you answer the phone, it just alerts them that it is an active phone number. But I used to do that because the kids like to hear me talk to them, and I talk to them sometimes when the kids were little, and now I have an active phone number, so they call me every day. Every day, I'm in Carline, and I get, boop, hello, can I speak to Marianne? Not unless you're going to do a seance, sir. And it's the same thing, and I immediately, as soon as I hear the boop, I just hang up, and then they don't normally call back. Or sometimes they'll be like, hey, we want to come out to your house. I go, good, come on out. And then they see that I'm being a wise ass, and they just hang up on me, which is even more frustrating. So, Dom, I think that we're out of luck when it comes to that stuff.
Unfortunately, if it's a foreign company, but if it's here, there might be a few things that we can do depending on how egregious it is. But if he wants to email me at askdom.com, I'm more than happy to take a look at what he's got.
Dom, always good for the listeners. If you need to get through, and there's a full board of phone calls right now on hold, and I'm sorry I can't get to everybody. We've run out of time, but you can always go to askthedom.com or give them a call at the office, 813-251-5550, or tomorrow night on this very radio station, the Ask the Dom Show, which, what do we have tomorrow? I know you just said it, but I wasn't paying attention. The storm, there's a guy to talk about the insurance stuff?
Yeah, so we have an insurance claims attorney in studio, my insurance agent. So we got an insurance agent and an insurance attorney tomorrow. And then next week, if I could just give you the lineup for the May is going to be it's a power month. Next week, we've got the 6 newest judges, either elected or appointed by the governor in Hillsborough County. All 6 judges will be in studio. That's going to be all 6. It's going to be a fantastic show. Talking about how they have to go to judge school, the appointment process with the governor, the election process. It's going to be a very interesting dynamic. I don't think
it can't be called judge school.
Judge school.
It is judge. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's judge school.
Judge school.
Judge school. How do you become a judge? You go to judge school.
Go to judge school.
It's judge school. So that'll be next Wednesday on the 14th. The following Wednesday on the 21st, we have Chief of Police for the City of Tampa live in studio. Chief Lee Burkall is going to be in here. And then the following Wednesday, which is the 28th, we'll have the elected public defender from Hillsborough County and the elected state's attorney. So the Honorable Lisa McClain and the Honorable Susie Lopez will both be in studio talking about their respective offices and how they work together. So it's it's going to be a fantastic May to commemorate the 16-year anniversary with Mike and just an awesome slate of guests throughout the next 4 weeks.
Good luck with everything. Good luck with the show, and appreciate it. We got to take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up. And don't forget, another opportunity to win $1,000 is coming up in less than a half hour. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the Mike Calta Show. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music. Presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier accidents wrapped up in out of your way in both Hillsborough and Pinellas County. So wrapping up your Tuesday on a pretty decent note right now with nothing to slow you down on any of the major roadways, including those toll roads. Looks like Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge in great shape as well. That earlier wreck, southbound 75 near the Hernando-Pasco County line, still causing some chaos. That left lane is open, but that is just for the drivers who are actually stuck behind it. So keep in mind the actual interstate still closed. Southbound 75 right at State Road 50. Crews on the scene, they're directing you. Follow those detours. I'm Monica with traffic.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah and Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farrah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
If you've been hurt in an accident, Burnett EPA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Burnett EPA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Mike Calta for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high accuracy, low dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Sometimes the easy route is not the best route. If you're at a home improvement store and decide to get a quote on replacement windows or doors, this might seem like you can save some time and money. But think this through. Why would you get your windows from a place that doesn't specialize in windows and doors? That's why you need to call my friends at WeatherTight Windows. This is all they do. They do it right. Call my buddy WeatherTight Mike and save yourself some hassle.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
This is Mav, spokes-eagle for Veterinaire, the home services company proud to serve you. Instead of me answering your questions like I normally do, I have a question for you. Are you ready for storm season? Veterinaire can help make sure your AC unit's drains and power are as ready as they can be for weather on the horizon. And we can even install a home generator that will help keep you powered up while the storm rages on. Protect your nest. Learn more at veterinaire.com.
Veterinaire.
At Brandon Honda, get zero down, zero security deposit, zero first payment, zero do it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Carmen here with a big announcement for my friends at Teza. One of the questions I always get is, where can I find Tezas at? Well, you can go to TezaEnergy.com or go into selected 7-Elevens, liquor depots, and Walmarts around the Bay Area. But now you can find my favorite little mouth pouch on everyone's favorite delivery service, Amazon. You can find all of Teza's amazing flavors and set up a subscription so you never have to worry about running out. Teza is a pouch of herbal tea designed to be placed between your cheek and gum and is packed with tea-cut herbs, vitamin B, and caffeine. It was founded and formulated by a medical doctor, so there's no nicotine, no tobacco, and gives you focused energy. Quit smoking, stop vaping, and put down the snacks, all with the help of Teza. Teza, why spit when you can swallow?
If you're a contractor who excavates, you can put time on the side of safe digging. Help
help locators save time and work efficiently by not requesting your tickets too far in advance, by giving detailed location descriptions, and by always pre-marking with white paint. Working together works better. Safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Always visit sunshine811.com or call 811.
From Saturday Night Live and its multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Well, we have completely eliminated the dealer fee. This will automatically save you up to $1,500. So do yourself a favor. Ask the dealer, what is your dealer fee? You have a choice, because at Stingray on I-4 in Plant City, there is no dealer fee. So when we say relax and enjoy the difference, that difference can save you a lot. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey, more like Mirajoyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at Walmart.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Summer should be full of possibilities, not hunger. We're proud to support Cereal for Summer with Feeding Tampa Bay and 10 Tampa Bay. Join us and help provide healthy breakfast throughout Tampa Bay. For details and ways to help, go to cerealforsummer.org.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Hot and humid today with a 20% chance of an isolated inland storm. High temperatures back up near 90 degrees. Mild and muggy tonight with a low in the mid-70s and a 30% chance of an isolated storm tomorrow. Otherwise, partly cloudy and hot with a high in the upper 80s.
We now return to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
.942 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. If you have an AC and that AC is running on overtime already and it's not even 90 degrees every day, it might be time for you to do a clean and tune on your AC unit right now. All you need to do is go to superheatandair.com. My friends at superheatandair.com will get you scheduled and come out there for $49. They'll do a tune-up on your AC unit and get you all ready for the summer. And now Superheat and Air, the company that you've known and trusted to come and work on your AC, now does plumbing as well, which is great because a lot of times people are always like, do you know a plumber? Do you know a plumber? Do you know a plumber? Not only do I know a plumber, I know a bunch of certified plumbers, and they all work for the same company, and it's all easily found on the superheatandair.com, and you can tell them, hey, I need you to come out. I got a leaky faucet. I got a toilet that I need to replace. I need something in the plumbing lines. Or if you have an emergency in the middle of the night, something is leaking, you call them up and you say, hey, I got water everywhere, and they'll be right out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, certified plumbers, people that have been background checked, all checked out before they can come into your home. I hate letting anybody in here that I don't know. That's why I go to superheatandair.com, because I know all those people are verified and they're all checked out, and Super Heat and Air trusts them to send them out to your home and get the job done and get it done right. Anything you need in the air conditioning, heating department, or if you need plumbing, superheatandair.com does it all. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. A couple of things we need to talk before we get out of here. Now, I did not see the Thunderbolts movie yet. None of us have, correct?
No, I've not. The new Avengers.
Well, that was my thing that I was going to say.
Blew it.
They have a movie on the TV on the box, but I put it on. It was great quality, and I went, "Oh, this is great!" And it's in Spanish. Damn it! Yeah, well, that was.
Can't you switch it?
No, it's actually in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some bootleg stuff.
Yeah, it's bootleg for sure. Like the accountant that I watched was from Russia. For sure. It had Russian subtitles at the bottom. But anyway, they are changing all the movie posters for Thunderbolts now. Instead of Thunderbolts, it's called the New Avengers. What does that mean?
I think it means they're the New Avengers.
Like, because in Captain America, Thunderbolt Ross said he wants to put together the Avengers, re-put them back together. And he's Thunderbolt. They're Thunderbolts. Like, maybe those are the people that he puts together?
Yeah, I'm not sure what because the new Avenger movie is with Doctor Doom, but it's Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom.
Right.
Which I guess is going to be in an alternate universe. So they're going to build a new Avenger team for the alternate universe.
So this is going to be the new Avenger team, and the next movie will be whatever New Avengers.
Yeah.
And then, so it's
the New
just
Avengers plus Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Maybe Fantastic Four is part of the New Avengers.
I think, yes.
Okay.
Without giving away spoilers.
All right. Well, I don't want to spoil. I didn't see it, so we can't spoil it.
I know that at the end of Thunderbolts, there is like a post-credit scene that sets up some stuff. I don't want to spoil that, but yeah.
Is the duck with the boobs?
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck? No. Not this time around.
Lady Duck with boobs?
I don't think so.
But yeah, I think this Fantastic Four movie and this Thunderbolts movie is going to set up directly the new Avengers movie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. That brought it back around for me. We'll get some phone calls in here before we wrap it up. If you want to get through, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers.
Real quick,
yes.
Speaking of the Avengers, did you know that Sam Rockwell, who was in Iron Man, was it 2? Was it 2? He's friends with Justin Theroux, who was a writer on that, him and Favreau. And he initially had gone in and met with Favreau to play Iron Man for the first one.
Who did?
Rockwell.
To play Iron Man?
Yeah.
Tiny little Iron Man?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I think he would have done a good job.
Yeah, I mean, he's fun. He's a fun character.
Because
he's too little, I think.
He said that he went and auditioned for it and then talked about it, then found out that Robert Downey Jr. was doing it, and then they were doing the second one. And Justin is friends with him, and he's like, hey, put me in there. Make me a villain or something. Put me in there. And they had already talked to Mickey Rourke, and then they decided to split it into 2 villains.
That was great. Him with the fake tanner on his hand and him doing little dances and stuff. He was awesome. The other, speaking of Avengers, Titus O'Neil.
Yeah.
Have you seen the promo for Titus O'Neil new TV show?
No.
The King of Tampa Bay?
The King of Tampa Bay has got a new TV show. It's I don't know what it's called. I'm just gonna guess My Hot Black Lover. It's just him and a bunch of other good looking black dudes trying to get girlfriends. But it's not like trying where they can't get girlfriends. It's like trying to find love.
The right
So it's a dating show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I don't really know, Carmen, because Tyson Beckford's on it, and he's got like girls scheduled every hour.
They're all former athletes, right?
No, Tyson's a model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Titus was the only athlete that I recognize in a basketball player.
Yeah, but it seemed like they were all like famous people.
Yeah, they're all famous.
And that's why they're struggling to find love.
Right.
Is because they're like famous.
Yeah, must be tough. Oh, now we'll never know.
And it's on Bravo?
Yes.
Set to premiere on Sunday, July 13th. It's called King's Court.
King of Tampa Bay, King's
King of
Court.
Tampa Bay, it's his own court.
It only makes sense.
Because there was a, dating show, and it was soccer players from overseas, and they brought them over here to America because no one knows who professional soccer players are.
And no one would go out with them?
Well, no, they did a dating show, but the girls didn't know that they were professional athletes and had money. It was like the average Joe kind of switch.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I haven't watched it. It's on Peacock. I haven't watched it, but I have it favorited because I thought it looked interesting.
That's a good idea.
So this one with Titus, King's Court, it's going to be on Bravo. It's him. It's Tyson Beckford, like you said, and then NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer.
If you watch the promo for it, Titus comes out with no shirt on. His abs have abs. It is amazing what kind of shape he's in.
The description on their website, King's Court is a new dating series with 3 celebrity kings. Supermodel Tyson Beckford, NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer, and WWE legend Thaddeus Bullard.
Legend's a stretch.
Searching for their queen among 21 smart, accomplished, and beautiful single ladies ready to risk it all for the one.
I bet Titus has got a big old hog on him, too.
Oh, of course. Come on.
Jesus. All right, anyway. Thank you for participating in today's show. Thanks to Aster Dom for coming in. If you would like, you can follow us on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. Go to calta.tv for all your YouTube needs. And that's it. We're done. We'll be back tomorrow in brand new open letter on a lovely Wednesday. Another chance at winning $1,000 is coming up in exactly 10 minutes. Stand by. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Goodbye.
I'm hungry. Yeah. Fashion. Oh, Steve, I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye.
Shoot that thing, fat baby.
Eat me, Grayson.
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You called me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish.
Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after.
I don't even know. How do I make something funny? I don't even. Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius! What?
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to the Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Spring is in the air, and that can only mean one thing. Baseball is back. Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on America's pastime in just a few easy steps. It's more than betting on the game. You can bet on home runs, strikeouts, and more. You can even bet on if someone will score in the first inning. So it's a super fun, fast bet. And it's win or go home in the NBA playoffs, but not for new customers on Hard Rock Bet. As a new sign up, if you don't win your first bet, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100 to try again. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Are they promising you up to 10% growth per year guaranteed for your retirement income? If not, you need a new financial advisor. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hard-working folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 up front or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't work when you're supposed to be retired. And if any financial advisor tells you it's too good to be true, they simply don't have the options we do. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
You know how much we love Win Derby at Derby Lane, a great opportunity to get together with friends and family and win money. And coming up soon is the Morgan Auto Group Cars and Cards event at the historic Win Derby at Derby Lane.
May 14th, 6 to 9 p.m., an evening of high-energy entertainment, card games, great food, drinks, stunning exotic cars, and meet special guests, including GT World Challenge America teams.
Whether you love cars, gambling, or you're just looking for a great night out, everyone is welcome. Win Derby at Derby Lane is an institution right here on Gandy Boulevard. For more information, check them out online at win-derby.com.
And don't forget, Morgan Auto Group presents Cars and Cards at historic Win Derby at Derby Lane. That is going to be May 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. Get ready for it. Beautiful cars, great food, awesome drinks, and those legendary card games that you will only find at the legendary Win Derby at Derby Lane.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Get the dirt out before school's out and call Zero Res. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean. Better Than BOGO is on at Superheat Air and Plumbing. Get up to $3,000 in instant savings on an AC system, but only through May 10th. Book today at superheatandair.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone Fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music. Presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone Bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 1025 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
And now it's the Mike Calta After Show. With your host, Johnny B.
That's how smooth sailing from here on out. Shut up.
Yeah, we're doing it. Good morning. It is Mike Calta After Show. It is 10:01 in a.m. I am Johnny B, and I would be remiss if I didn't do this right here.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
Need. Yeah, the word is need. N-E-E-D.